Hello.
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 Alright, we're getting it working now. Everything seems good.
Yeah. The replays for everything.
Yep,
Oh,
so
I need to mute the stream so I can't hear us back.
yeah, sounds like a good thing. Alright, so hi everyone by the way. Welcome to the stream for the Great British Beatdown number 11 top 8. I am of course Winter Dreams. With me I have Alexar.
Welcome everyone.
Yeah,
This should be a fun one.
Yeah, it's been a while since I think we streamed any of these, so this is me out for this one. I'm actually able to stream it, so we can actually see a lot of play from the UK players, especially a lot of the rising kind of talent you have in the UK. So first off, we're starting with Woodpug versus Coolink, and this is well, to kind of break this down, for Woodpug is like pretty much the rising star of like the new players in the UK. He's pretty much like unchallenged by any of the new players, and only some of the best of like I'd say like more old school players kind of are really up for challenging him or beating him. But Kulik is one of those players. I don't think he's a veteran, but he's like certainly like experienced. He's got a bit more experience than Woodpug, and it'll be interesting to see how this match goes, because I don't think I've heard of these two facing off before.
Yeah, I actually had a completely wrong read on which character Colink played. I was under the impression they played something else.
I think they played Sylvanos.
I'm looking forward to seeing Crag. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. I thought they were a Sylvanos player, but I'm seeing the Crag for game 1 versus the Shine Zetterburn that we're so used to seeing from Wood.
Yeah, this is a very classic matchup. Like you for like the first day of like major tournaments, you'd be seeing like high-profile Zetterburn versus Crag sets. So it'll be interesting to see how this version of this set goes. And we're gonna be starting this on Julesville, which is a bit more of a common start, one of the most common starters I feel these days. Okay.
All right. So that's the match that started at 7:29.
Yes, indeed. Okay, we're gonna start this in 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see. Okay.
Alright, unsurprising. First blood gonna come from Woodpug, immediately punishing the lob.
Yeah. Getting out of those corner situations is something I think is extremely important in this matchup, because just purely of how devastating Crag's combo game can be if he gets Zetterburn off stage.
I like that Woodpug chose to threaten a little bit to make sure that Colink drifted out with the pillar, just threatening with that charge shine at any point, so we can't make those pillars too close to that state.
Yeah, having those pillars be at the nice calling that double jump. Yeah, having those pillars be right at the stage is definitely something that's hard to deal with if you don't know how to deal with it. So being able to force them away with the shine is very important.
You can really see where some of Colink's like experience with the game comes. Immediately, you would assume that the Crag would try and break the pillar and try and put the space animal into helpless, but the fact that he knew that Woodpug was accounting for that and was able to punish the immediate panic jump is just so impressive.
That was a very nice series.
This first game is looking so good.
Yeah, it's very...
Finally getting the first one.
Yeah, but the thing is, like I said, you need to be getting those kills. If you can't get them, you need to... I'd say Zetterburn usually gets his kills in this matchup from getting edge guards or getting like early kills. You don't want to be playing Zetterburn and trying to kill like super late, because you're against Crag. Your main bread and butter, getting something like a fire up strong, isn't going to kill until much later. Not only due to Crag's huge heavy weight, but also his fast falling, making it extremely hard to kill off the top.
Yeah, we've been seeing that that's definitely been a thorn in Woodpug's side. He is someone that really likes to go for the shine up strong confirms, or just straight up running out lane, regardless of whether you're on fire or not. But the first game, gonna go to Colink with a 2.
Yeah, that was pretty confident there for on the side of Colink. And it's certain.
Crag definitely not a pocket pick.
Yeah, this definitely seems to be extremely comfortable for him, at least in this matchup. It could be a matchup thing for all we know. He knows Woodpug's on the Zetter. Maybe he doesn't like playing Sylvanos versus Zetterburn, and he decides he wants to.
Down capability.
Yeah, and Sylvanos, considered one of the weaker characters, certainly can't deal with someone getting in his face a lot. it is something that can give him a lot of issues to deal with.
Speaking of a lot of issues to deal with, I see that we have not done the thing where we ban merchant port against Woodpug.
I guess he it's a pretty good crag stage. I think with kind of the more projectile-oriented style we kind of saw from Cooling, and especially for covering platforms with Upstrong, he was able to do things pretty well on a stage like Duel's Gym. I think Merchant Port can still just accentuate that. You can do a lot of like waveland down Bs to get a lot of good pressure while you're kind of staying pretty safe, unless you're confident in going for down B parries. But as far as we've been able to see, Woodbug hasn't been able to parry one of those yet.
Yeah, it might have just been early game nerves for the first game of top 8, but we'll have to see. There's no moving platform on the stage either, so he's going to have a more consistent choice when it comes to mixing up those recoveries. So he did get pretty unlucky with the moving platforms in both instances where he was trying to recover.
Yeah. Just have to see how this goes, and we'll be starting game 2 in 3, 2, 1, go.
Immediate retreat there.
Yeah, as I was talking about, he just did that immediate wheel hand on down B, but he got sniped out from the start from a fireball from the start, and again another Upstrong covering that platform there. Those Upstrongs are so powerful. I
really like that slow plot.
You're cutting out a bit there, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. I can always replug after this.
Yeah.
But as we've been just looking at that, it's slowly been slipping away from Woodpug. Just the trades haven't been going his way. Either up.
You can't be getting caught by those.
That's not real.
It's not real. I'm pretty sure like the only thing that can be real is down tilts, and that barely wins the frame advantage war. But sometimes people just don't press buttons in those kind of situations because they're panicking with it. But see there, being able to even it out, but it's a bit of a lead, but it's nothing that Zedderin can make back. The character with this is absolutely tremendous combo game, and Woodpug has been able to show that he has good mastery of it.
Yeah, I like that he chose to sort of fish a little bit off stage and recognize that maybe he was spending a little bit too much time. Attempts to go for the parry there, but doesn't parry the second spikes. Gonna eat the third one instead.
Yeah. Ooh, very nice conversion nearly, and that up air takes it again. See here again, another lead here.
It seems like we're catching him drifting. Like a lot of the time, it seems like he's trying to get back to that center stage, one of the strongest places to be, and he's just getting punished for maybe not thinking about retreating to the non-existent ledge.
Yeah, I think you can certainly get caught out trying, especially with aerial drift, trying to move back into center stage just to do something. Nice chain there, just trying to. Oh wow, that was a. Oh wow, this is a mess. This was a mess.
And a nice roll in read. I think this should be. Never mind. Tries to go for something fancy, so he's gonna let Woodpug get another leap on life, but an entire stock lead.
Yeah, and you're like one situation from Krag. It's like Krag's 20 kill options. Or at least they're gonna force you off stage now, or put you into a horrible position. You're kind of
Yeah, that's
yeah.
nothing
Not only did he get pillar gimped, but the rock on the pillar then spiked him.
Optimal BM. You love to see it.
Yeah.
Rocking the comedy tag as well. He knew what he was.
Indeed, he did. That was wow. Seems that despite that being Woodpug's comfort pick, Kolink certainly feels confident on that stage.
Yeah, but unsurprising, we're going to see Woodpug run it back here. Definitely a stage we've seen him put in the work on. If he's going to be trying to push us to past a game 3 set, going to need to maybe make some changes here on this run back stage.
It's definitely something if it's a comfort pick, I can understand him going back to it, but I think the gameplay adjustment he needs to have is incredibly important here. Because this is your winner's side.
He's going to make the adjustment.
Yeah,
that is very, very true. You know, it's a much shorter road to grand finals from the winner's side than it is the loser.
Yep. So I have to see if Woodpug can do this. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, so just gonna give up space. This time we're gonna see a little remix of games 1 and 2. Gonna wave wave land back and pick up a rock and get punished for it regardless.
Woodpug usually seems very solid in these starting like 10 seconds. He gets a huge combo on Cooling, but then Cooling just seems to be able to even it out. He's not getting phased by this early. And yeah, this is kind of what happens. You see Woodpug go for these options that Cooling is just kind of understanding and parrying on reaction, but there he gets the kill very quickly, only 30 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, definitely starting to maybe go for a different kind of gas for the pedal. He kept it up a little bit longer. Instead of being like a crazy burst, he catches the jump here, but he's gonna get challenged. And
you can't why'd you just stand there? You just stood there and like, yeah, I'm gonna take this up strong, I'll be fine, and then he wasn't. He died for it, in fact.
And like sometimes, you know, people just get animations confused, like, oh wait, I thought this was a different smash attack. Even if he thought that was F smash, Craig steps forward in his F smash. That was not a safe place to be regardless.
He could have just stood on the platform he was on like 2 seconds prior. Oh. You see a lot of these kind of situations where Cooling's actually missing these parry punishes, and you have to wonder why, but another, I'd say honestly Woodpug special is getting these up strongs in neutral, just finding the situations for them, and then getting the kills. Very, very important thing for it to do.
A couple of ill-advised parries.
Yeah, definitely. He's I feel like Woodpug's kind of understood for how the first 2 games he does a lot of like instant options, and then Cooling just kind of parries, and then he kind of he dies for it. But Woodpug seems to be a bit better at managing that. Oh.
Right, you can see him trying to shark there with the up strong. He's gonna get punished for it. A little bit of errant DI there. The good old Woodpug Gatling in neutral.
Oh, no, just another up strong. Takes it. Game 3 going to Woodpug. I'm pretty sure every kill he got was up smash.
Was up strong. That was the first time that it wasn't on that right side plat. And we're gonna be going back to Jules Vale for our 4th. So we've had enough time by the seaside. We're gonna head back into
the city. Yeah, I think DSR's on, so I'm pretty sure this should have been live, but we can't change that now.
Yeah, I feel like DSR is just a concept that some people cannot be bothered to.
Yeah, they're like, let me just play on my stage I want, okay?
Yeah, it'd be cool if in future tournament modes, if like online gets a tournament mode or something like that, if you could actually turn DSR on in the rules, because we've got such a much more robust rule selector in the workshop build and eventually definitive. It would be really cool to see maybe an update in future that just add DSR into the banning system.
Yeah, I hope another thing they do is for like online they make it 1-1, like they make it 1-1-1-1 banning instead of 1-2-1. Because I think a lot more tournaments use 1-1. Everyone kind of swaps every other time so the person who actually ends up winning DSR, the handshake in person actually also gets to pick the stage. But which doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But either way, that's kind of not talk about what we want to see in rule sets, actually talk about the game.
Alright, so we can start that 4th one in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so we're actually seeing Cooling hold forward this time rather than retreating, giving up that center stage straight away.
Revolutionary.
But, the damage numbers looking the same to start with.
They're looking the same on each other, in fact, but Woodpug clearly proving he wants to hit Cooling pretty hard, and you saw some pretty hard DI in there for Cooling as well, kind of just helping him out get that combo. And there's another parry.
Alright, Woodpug saying that rock needs to disappear even though it hadn't really done anything. You can see another attempt at the parry, definitely needs to maybe lab that time. He's getting
or just wait. Waiting's a good option, because it's frame 0. You just don't... Ooh, nice. Well, that was a reactionary parry, definitely. Saw that down become down, was able to parry that and get the down smash for the kill. Wow, an aggressive... Well, that was not a confirm, but it worked.
Frame 0?
Yeah, waiting's frame 0.
Yeah,
and
no, definitely the...
Yeah,
not coaching him.
That was definitely a wait there. This is a... No, it's definitely a replay. Yeah.
Right,
nice recovery mix
to actually make use of the moving platform.
Getting help from that little balloon platform. This is the only stage where you have elements like that, where you have the Well, I'd say another stage that kind of has a similar thing is ethereal gates, but like I'd say the moving parts in the stage kind of outnumber ethereal gates in that kind of term. Oh! He just hit him with a couple bears in a row.
Once again, catching him jumping.
Yeah, catches that aggressive jump back with that F strong. Ooh, he's trying to do something there, something cheesy.
I actually really like that hitting the pillar, clipping the pillar there gave Colink back his ability to jump out of.
Yeah. Again, showing this isn't like a pocket pick for him. This is a character he's very solid and very confident in his fight.
No, I guess.
Oh, caught him with the rock.
If he has been around for a while, at some point he would have been playing not Sylvana. So maybe this was the OG main before the cash money was spent on his current go-to character.
Yeah. And see here, we see kind of Woodpoke desperately kind of claw for getting a kill, but Crack's just living everywhere. And see there, another wave, but this time Kolink's kind of just realized what Woodpoke's doing and is kind of taking the aggressive on these like unreactable situations for him. Andy,
yeah, once again tries to catch him recovering aggressively. Just he's been caught on that. I really hope that when he drops into that loser side, that is something that we can see him work on a little bit. Maybe not always holding forward and pressing the button.
Yeah. Recognizing when you can and can't do those kinds of aggressive landings is something extremely important.
But a solid 3-1 on the side of Colink, putting on a show with a character we're not used to seeing on him, but one that's clearly equal.
Yeah, definitely you could see he was very confident in that play there. And it worked out for him. He got the wing on one of the better players you see on in these UK tournaments.
Yeah, we're not exactly used to seeing Woodpoke playing from losers this early on in
the bracket.
And don't swear, no, you versus Dephilius hasn't been streamed yet, it is?
It's going to be, in fact, on right next. The next match will be this. There will be Dephilius versus Don't Swear. So let's talk about this while
I have all of the Yeah, so this is going to be Crag versus Rano.
Yeah.
Dephilius, someone who's gotten top 3 at more than one Great British.
Yeah.
And low-key bias, because we love to see some... But Don't Swear also coming through with a Crag, so when we see another one of those...
Yeah, so...
I haven't actually been able to play with Don't Swear. I've always been, like, offline whenever they've asked for friendly, so I haven't actually been able to see much of them.
I've played them. They're very solid. They're extremely solid. They feel like they could have been seeded higher if it was only for more of a tournament history on their parts. They've only entered a couple of the first ever weeklies and hasn't made much appearances since, but they've been getting back into the game more recently. One thing I know about Don't Swear is he's apparently the best European Slap City player.
Okay.
So he's definitely a extremely solid fundamental player. He's got fundamentals that he knows what he's doing in that regard. So it'll be interesting to see how he can carry this over into our first game here. We're going to be starting it on Ethereal Gates, which is an interesting start. I feel like you don't really see it in some matchups, I feel, from my own personal experience. This is a very common starter stage, just purely on the other stages being way too good for one character in this matchup.
Yeah. Someone that bans Jules well, this often ends up being my first stage in bracket, because a lot of people will then take out Merchant Port or Tower of Heaven, so I'm pretty used to seeing this game won.
Yeah, so we'll just have to see how it goes. I'll be starting this match off in 3, 2, 1, go. So one thing I've definitely noticed from playing against Don't Swear, he's a very heavy proponent user of rock. He's a very defensive Crag player, but he also has very solid execution on these kinds of combos.
Okay. Do you know who they played in
Slap City? I'm pretty sure they're a Fish Pigeon player, so another very technical character. So he definitely likes he likes technical characters, but also he likes heavyweights, which is usually a very uncommon combination of the two things. So it's interesting seeing that in this game and in Slap City, he's found a character that kind of fits both things that he enjoys in his characters.
The joys that are these sort of more niche platform fighters that put all the time into making interesting, unique jump has been caught unsurprising. I like the use of super jump there to try and
Yeah. Defalis is an extremely solid player in his own right, though. He is one of the strongest players in Scotland. I think he used to, before like the rise of the newer players like Zaki and Herm, he was second, only behind young Murray, who got second in last week's Great British Beatdown. So it's he's very extremely solid.
Is still suffering from it. Yeah, he's still got the hand problems at the moment.
Oh yeah. He's well, he's entering a decent bit for having that, so it's unfortunate to hear that he's still having the issues that he is. But he's certainly.
Or at least I'm pretty sure last time.
Yeah, very nice.
And down.
I feel like something you do see from a lot of these war zoning cracks is also a lot more use of the side B. But the fellas, caught him without the rock. That's big. Nice to see. How can he recover? He does have another pillar, remember? But he gets parried anyway, and this is not a good situation. He's close to the stage, so he can't get too much of it. But he at least gets 2 fairs and forces him on stage again. Forces him to use that pillar high. Oh, I know what he tried to put him onto the pillar, and then pillar gimped him. Nope. Okay.
Yeah, you see, he went for it again, but the dive kick, but it's still gonna be enough. Did actually have to burn the resources, never touch the ground from the initial.
Yeah. And let's see, down smash doesn't kill yet. Again, Crag's very heavy and hard to kill off the top. But this is where this match. Go ahead.
Nice cancel there.
Yeah.
Managed to get through the parry and is gonna make his way back to center stage, but maybe overextend a bit. Once again, we'll.
That's gonna be it. Game 1 going
nice
to
and
Defalis.
simple.
Yeah, Defalis showing
I
is
really
very.
like.
Go ahead.
I really like the way that Don't Swear is mixing up his recoveries, forcing. It eventually does come down to I have to side B onto stage. So maybe if the air dodge isn't burnt, I'd like to see a wave land on. So maybe we're not seeing
I'd like
an easy parry for.
Yeah, I'd like to be seeing some things like I think in this match in particular, that Rano has issues dealing with Crag when he's forced to when Crag is able to pillar right against the wall. Like there's a few options you can do, but all of them require like either reads or some pretty insane technical skills, such as like moonwalk like bears or something, to get onto it so that he can't just tech the wall. It's some crazy things Rano has to do in those kinds of positions. Yeah. I've seen it a couple times in like from friendlies, but never like in a tournament set. I'd say this is a pretty uncommon like matchup.
Well, the first game.
In like a lot of offline tournaments, but online you can see it a bit more.
Alright, so we go into our second game, which is going to be Don't Swear's counter pick over to Mer.
Yep. Who's starting us on the merchant port in 3, 2, 1, go.
You cut out for me.
Oh, you cut it for me as well. Did you start it at least?
No, You want to restart?
Yeah, okay, let's cut this down again, because okay, can you hear me?
Oh, there's a restart replay.
Yes, there is.
I can hear you.
Okay, we're gonna start.
I can hit restart replay on.
Yeah, same here.
2, 1, go. Alright.
Yeah, again,
So yeah, unsurprising, both players are going to jump back and set up their utility.
I'd say Defalis definitely is. He likes his needles. I wouldn't say he's as. I'm going to brag slightly and say he's not as good as using them as I am, which is anyway. But the thing is, he knows how to use them and he's a fan of them. He's a fan of using them as well. So seeing how he used it, yeah. Oh, well that's death.
Sometimes you just you got to be trying to start neutral, and we started with one of Rano's 3 options, dash attack, and you get punished for it. And
3 options.
I've never seen Cyber use this much.
You have not played against Junkyards then. Especially like 2018 Junkyards, he was extremely heavy user of side B. Ooh,
this is opening up entire new worlds for me. I've never seen such aggressive use of the side. Must have been an unexpected challenge, because not expecting that forward air to kill as
Yeah, I think that's the second time that we've seen Don't Swear die to these kind of early DIing the Ferrers from Defilis. See here?
I like the attempt at the retreat, but maybe not trying to get the tongue, maybe trying to get turnaround needle is going to die at the end of the exchange for it, but nice daggers to... And if he can do this without taking too much damage, he's going to keep himself in a very good position.
Yeah.
He isn't able to burn one of the respawns.
Here. Oh, he's got rid of his pillar.
Nice
Checks it. He gets back on.
And he lets him back.
But then he dies anyway. Very nice edgeguard sequence from Defilis. Ooh.
Yeah, someone who's not trying to go quietly into the...
Very nice strength forces them off stage, and that's really what you want to do as Rhino. It doesn't matter how long your combos are, but if you get them off stage, then you can, especially in matchups like this, you can start doing some big damage.
It's really interesting to see the way that Defilis just hits the handbrake sometimes on combos. You sometimes think that he's maybe go back in and he'll do like a little bit of a short hop, and then he'll just drift back and charge needles and decide that, you know what, I've taken my body, I'll just...
Yeah, he doesn't want to overextend in combos potentially, which I think is a very extremely important skill to have. Ooh, unfortunate ST there. Kind of didn't expect to kind of be forced off the pillar in the way he was. And that led to Don't Swear just losing.
Yeah, he not only did he like run off of the pillar accidentally, burned his double jump to try and retreat back to the pillar and immediately got clipped by the needle and didn't have the height, and I don't think he was ready to try and air dodge back onto the...
Yeah, it's definitely
gonna run it back.
Yeah, he's gonna go back on the merchant port. So we'll have to see how this goes in game 3. We're starting game 3 in 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, I mean, step 1, definitely not SDing will help out in Don't Swear.
Yeah, that'll definitely help out the situation, but also kill him off a fair string also may help. Which is what he seems to be doing. He seems to be using that drop kick pretty well.
Well, mistimes it once, but still, we're just going to play from the other side, and the is going low to not have to deal with that. The parry was there, just a little bit mistimed, but
yeah.
He's still not...
You have to always account for...
Before.
Yeah, you always have to account for that, that moves do push the roll back. So, oh, very nice string there, but unfortunately it does drop it a bit. Yeah, tries to predict your high recovery.
Yeah, he's been playing slow. He's recognized that if they are going to be sort of boxing just outside of each other's range, the poison stacks are going to add up. We've seen at least 20% from just poison, but a straight... I'm going to take the first stock of game 3 here. The winner's bracket life for...
Yeah, I feel like Crag definitely can have issues taking off the stacks because his combos usually don't last super long. And he also doesn't really have that many like multi-hits to kind of get all the stacks off him in like one go. Which you kind of see from other characters that are able to get rid of stacks pretty easily. Say such as Redburn. Oh, unfortunate SD. Guess he,
I think he thought he was maybe going to be able to clip just a very, very...
Yeah, maybe he like uses double jump or something, and there. That's something Defilis very likes doing a lot. He likes doing that jump back tongue at the ledges or something. I'd like to say that I'd like inspired from him because that's the thing I do a lot of my gameplay. And we used to play a lot back in 2018 when I first played, and it's of course it's still extremely solid option because people just want to hit you when you're at the ledge so you can send you off. But here, ooh, tries to catch him with the rock there, but does misface the down tilt. Let's see here. But now it's up to Defilis to try.
I wonder if that was an intentional misspace.
I don't know, he did have the rock. But as we see here, it's Defilis trying to slowly work back damage. And but they're currently, it's a very strong full stock lead here for Defilis. And gets the read on that air dodge to get that down B.
Punishment max.
Yeah.
Of his kit. And not definitely making up for an unceremonious end to the end too. So no.
I feel okay. I feel like you're cutting out a lot. Do you want to try and like move this to somewhere else to see if that can improve it? Cause like you're like cutting out a lot. So like I'm gonna start a call with you and just we'll try it through that. If that's okay.
Hello, is this better?
It sounds better so far. Just keep speaking for a bit, and hopefully it's nice.
I'll also turn up my gain a little bit and see if maybe Discord's just not playing nice with the noise gain. Because that might be it. I'm now solidly over it, so it should be better.
We'll try this for now, I guess. Anyway,
I mean, turn up my gain, so we'll see. I hadn't adjusted it from streaming.
Yeah. Alright, so moving on to game 4, we finally see Defalis' counter pick, and definitely something he always goes. He loves going Tower of Heaven if he can. It's a favourite stage of his for sure.
Yes, alright. Give me 1 second, just get back into game. Alright, yes, I am ready to start game 4 in 3, 2, 1, go! The game sounds so I need to restart for this. I forget it does this. But a nice opening string there. Once again, we're finding Defilius off stage pretty early on, but makes it back without too much damage for it, and he's trying to answer back.
Yeah, to say this has so far been the most even of all the starts. We're very close percents here. And we've not really had anyone had like kind of one extended string of advantage. It's just kind of been one person like sending someone off and then quickly making back into neutral after that. So these two
the challenges that we've been seeing from Don't Swear have been incredible.
Definitely no. Oh, that's an unfortunate SD there. Especially after he had the lead, he just kind of messed up on the recovery there and then died.
Defilius is going to take that. Everything not the most orthodox way of making use of a counter pick, but try and scout the high recovery, but Crag able to make it. And it gets a little bit of charge on the down strong. Once again, still not going to kill, as you've said many times throughout the previous sets.
Yeah, heavy boy. Ooh, that rock shard barely clipped him. Yeah, and there it is, that jump back tongue again.
Right, just... it looks like he's... I really like the drift though from Don't Swear. Just deciding that he's going to put as much stage there as possible and step forward down stroke.
Yeah, very quick yeah, down smash is extremely quick and it can be hard to react to as well. Yeah, excuse me.
How fast is it?
I'm not sure. That's something I do need to know, but I'm pretty sure it's like, it might be like frame 9 or something.
Okay, so it's no arcane down strong.
No arcane, no Zedderburn down strong, definitely. But it's something extremely fast, and something that it's a fast kill move, which is something Crag usually lacks a lot. A lot of his kill moves are pretty slow.
Unfortunate there. The up strong being just a little bit shy of the right hitbox. So he's definitely going to have to make sure that he doesn't waste the chance that's been given to him.
Yeah, he's definitely still got this lead, but it's slowly something. Oh, tried to forward smash that, but it was a bit too late on that. Now he's here. Oh, that's lucky for Dunsar. He's able to not get forced off stage. Tries another tongue, but keeps whiffing, and you see here, extremely poor position for Dunsar. Fair sends him off stage, and now we have a bit of a comeback that Dunsar is going to have to make to get this. But he's already starting off pretty strong, but then it gets sent right off by that combo breaking bear. No rock.
Yeah, to be honest, I completely forgotten that he'd already SD'd away the first stock, so we are an even stock count here. Not the...
Yeah. Oh, very close to killing just from that dash attack. RDI.
Reset the jump and a little bit too early on the needle.
Hasn't landed yet.
I really want to know the actual... And we're seeing the whiff parry. You know, everyone a little bit too early on the draw though for those
that could have been it from the Defalis if he punished that with just a Dacus. Fair. Slowly be working this back. Oh, fair. That takes it. Wow, that was honestly Defalis'
good challenge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna quickly reset my rivals away from just so I have games.
Game sounds good. It's important.
Using all of your senses where possible is kind of a nice feeling.
I'd agree with that. Having all the senses is a nice thing to have. I'd not like to. I'd like to keep my eyes and my ears and everything else.
All right, I am nearly back in. All right, so our 5th and final game. Gonna be going back to Tower of Heaven. Hopefully, no SDs and just a little bit cleaner gameplay for our final set of Winners Sim.
Yep.
Ready to start when you want.
Sure. I'm gonna start this in 3, 2, 1, go. And the double fire to start it off. Wow.
Right, so nothing too much off of the needles, so only 18% built for Defilia.
Oh, nice parry on that. Let's see here. Gets a pretty simple combo, but is able to push it to get Doomstar off stage now. It doesn't actually go down there. He just kind of stays on edge, and that's ends up letting Doomstar get back onto stage for free, honestly.
Yeah, it takes the jump, but just gonna get a nice simple punish.
Yeah.
Questionable for a second. I'm surprised that I'm looking at an early kill, but just rinse and repeat until it works. Only 14%.
Yeah.
For the water.
Very solid combo here. Yeah, I think the one thing gets that parry punish. Doesn't get too much off it. And one thing I would like to see from Nephalis is I would like him to actually kind of extend it in those situations where I'd honestly say Doomstar has put his pillar in an extremely vulnerable position, just kind of a bit below the ledge and a bit out. That it would just honestly allow him to kind of just go off and fair and air or something. But it doesn't matter. Nephalis has only taken like 50% and has now managed to get back to Doomstar's last stock. And you can see there maybe a bit of nerve there from Doomstar, not going for a real hard punish, but just goes for an F smash.
It puts him in a position. He's been very, very solid at getting the trajectory that Dephilius has been going for on the defense and making sure to meet it with the forward air. And it is going to drop the stock, so it's still definitely a full trek for him to back into this game. But one forward air.
Yeah, it should take 2.
I think he took it.
Didn't made it back though, and that's it doesn't matter if as long as you get back on the stage, especially in low situations for Rando, where you kind of just want to like dive kick just to get the land, just so you get your resources back sometimes, just so you can like make it back. Because even though the dive kick will get punished, you got your resources, you can do another mix, and hope then that allows you to get on stage. But oh, nice tongue call out, gets the dot smash.
Yeah, I barely even saw it connect just because of the color of the character. He was there and then just disappeared in the.
Disappeared into the wind.
So despite the super good start for Dephilius, we're looking at even stocks, even percents. Nice drift.
Nice.
But an overextension.
Up there, he's got no air dodge, but he gets back on with that anyway. It's up to see here. You can get the kill in with what?
Right, you can see that the tongue was definitely scouted, but the forward air able to.
Oh. No, doesn't. Bear takes it.
Oh, the clutch play there at the end. You see just the defensive jump tongue at the ledge being put to use again, and Dephilius able to clutch it out, keeping himself in the winner's side of. And now we've got everyone. There's only 2 people left who haven't lost a set. But do we want to see how their matches go? Or do we want to see how the bracket of alternate success has been going today?
That's a very interesting way. I've never heard of each referred to it, but let's go with that. Yeah. We'll be moving on to loser side first. Well, not first, but we'll be moving on to loser side now. And first up, we're going to be doing. Where is it? Hold on. I just put it in there, didn't I?
We have either Hammy versus Yinkton or Several B versus Ken.
Oh, it just didn't appear in my thing, so... Where are these? I'm trying to find these sets on my thing. What? Hold on. Where are these set? This is weird because I just don't put the sets in where I got, but they don't seem to... Hold on. Let me try this one more time and see if this works, because that's... It said like the version was incompatible for some reason. Yeah, I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah, it says it's 1.4. These are like from two completely different patches. What is this? I don't know who sent me these ones in, but these are not the correct ones. It says these are from 2019. What's that? Hold on. I'm gonna find out who this is, and I'm going to be extremely angry at them. Okay, let me go. Losers taught me it. Okay, so Several B and Keno J were the one. Whoever uploaded the set from there was give me sets from matches from 2019.
One second, I have one idea as to what that could be. Is that just a bug with being on the network build?
No, it's not. It's not, because it's not a network build thing. It's they just gave me the wrong ones entirely. Because either way, I guess we're going to be doing Hammy versus Yankton, because I actually have those, and I'm also going to be yelling at Several V or Keno J to give me the correct ones. In the meantime.
Somehow I don't think Keno still has replays from that old, so I'm gonna assume.
Okay, then ask Keno if he can upload them then, because we kind of need them.
Alright, I'll message him.
In the meantime, we can get set up for... we have Hammy versus Yankton. Hammy on the Crag and Yankton on the Forsberg.
Oh, that should be interesting.
Yep.
I can't remember who Hammy played last time I played. Because I don't think it was Craig, that's for sure. I don't know if that's just because it was friendly.
Yeah, I'm not sure who Hammy played really, to be honest. I think from what I know, he's one of those guys who kind of just plays like every character he feels like.
Yeah, that's the sort of vibe I got from him when we played. I wonder if he's continuing that, or if this is actually the true main of Hammy when he's putting the tryhard boot.
We'll just have to see, yeah.
Yeah, this obviously, unlike the other sets so far, is to stay in the bracket rather than just advance normally through it. So loser is going to go home with 7th place, which is still a top 8 graphic, and you get to get yourself immortalized on the Rivals of Aether UK Twitter, which if you're not following already, make sure to go and do so. I believe it's just Rivals.
It's Rivals_UK. Same as the Twitch right here that we're streaming on.
Oh, you'll love to see the brand consistency.
Yeah, I'd love to see them follow me on Twitter, and then I'll follow them, you know. But we'll get to that one day.
Is this your main, or is this the backup account? I can't remember. Is this the Shadow Band one?
No, it's my main. My main's back now, which is good. Anyway, so we'll be moving on to bracket. We're gonna be not in the bracket. We are on bracket already. What am I saying? We're moving on to game 1 of our first Losers Top 8 set. We're going to be seeing Ethereal Gates be the starter stage, in fact.
Alright. Ready when you are.
Sure thing. I'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright.
The Aurier tag up.
Yeah, good girl. That's another thing I do know about Hammy. He is a bit of a fan of the animes.
Yes, definitely something that I took away from my first interactions with. I respect it. It gives you the power.
Yeah, and currently, well, Youngton's one of the guys who came in from Smash kind of recently, and he's been putting in pretty solid performances. But I think honestly, if he got a win over Hammy, it'd probably be his best performance yet. I know he plays Forsberg.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised.
Kind of obviously
I know
from
the
his
name.
name, he's an ultimate. Oh, nice dunk there from that rock. But the Force Burn pick's a bit unconventional. I don't see a lot of the newer players picking up Force Burn of all characters. So it's interesting. It's nice to see.
Yeah. Yeah, I honestly, the people that I've seen pick up some of the Trixier characters are the ones that actually haven't come from Smash. Like, a lot of the fighting game guys up in Stoke are the ones that have been picking up the characters that I wouldn't recommend to a new player. Like, the Forsburns, the Sylvanas players have all been fighting game guys, whereas all the Smash guys have gone over to characters that make a little bit more sense conventionally.
Claren.
Like Claren, Zetterburn, Claren.
What? UK is just so many Clarens now. It's really annoying.
Are you gonna learn the matchup one way or the other?
I knew the matchup. I could just play Jabal. And oh, he could have confirmed that into the upstrong follow-up, but he didn't. Gets the down smash kill anyway. That upstrong from Force Ring is a bit funny to land both hits like consistently, but it's certainly. Well, whatever happened, we're seeing death. We're seeing death. Hami just kind of killed.
Yeah, that is a crisp. Yeah, Hami also, like, when I first played it, was very much as like the confidence of someone who's been playing this game for a long time. That, you know, a figure in the Rivals Novice Discord, someone that will very much gatekeep you if you're not ready to graduate the Rivals Novice server. If Yinkton is going to pass that test or not. The first game not looking like.
Yeah, definitely.
So second counterpick.
Second game.
I wouldn't have gone Rockwall.
Yeah, I feel like Rockwall is a stage if you see it, you don't want to really go to it on your second game, especially after he's lost, because you're kind of like, it's a very momentum heavy stage. So if you kind of get momentum, especially with an ending like Hami just down airing Yinkton as he did, then you're kind of putting yourself into a bit of an interesting situation on this game too. But we'll have to see how it goes. Maybe he'll just pull out a really sick combo game. We don't know. I'll just start and find out in 3, 2, 1, go. Right, so I also want to see what kind of like stuff Yinkton has with this Forge, because again, you don't really see too many people play the character as like they're when they're starting off with the game.
Yeah, I think the last Forsburn that was a newbie coming from Smash was Thicko Mode, who pretty much switching from the Sylvanas, which is definitely another complicated character.
Yeah, I guess like interestingly enough, he found a way to find an easier character after going from Sylvanas. And another S-Drug, just not DIing these. Please.
Yeah, I think that's maybe might need to go back to the defense. Hami, behave.
Hami's just kind of deciding to be a bit of a trying just to bully him with these S-Strongs. Bully him with this Crag. This pizza-looking Crag.
Yeah, he's definitely eating the microwave pizza and having some fun.
Oh, okay, didn't die that time, at least to that S-Strong. He didn't die it correctly, but he definitely didn't die to it, at least. Well,
yeah,
sometimes that's
had
the push
enough
you can
stage
ask for.
between him and the very short block.
Yeah.
Gotta wonder, maybe does everyone know that you can press the L button to check stage stats and maybe not go to Rockwall against Crab?
Oh, that was hard DI hit. Sometimes you just die. Rivals of Aether.
What a great tagline.
Yeah. I kind of made it up just there. I felt it was pretty fitting for this game, especially that game we just watched. But I guess
yeah, so no stocks dropped for Hami.
Yeah, Yinkton definitely seems to have learned that that was not maybe the best stage he could have gone to, and is instead deciding to just pick Tower of Heaven for this Game 3 counter pick.
Well, you know, that's a stage that also exists in the Smash game. Definitely a counterpart available there. So maybe a little bit more comfort going to this stage. And at the very least, it's not got the shortest side loss in the game. if
Yeah,
nothing else.
I think Spirit Tree is actually shorter than Rockwell's.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Mad. Alright, this is why we press the left bumper on the stage
Yeah,
select
I
screen
think it's
and
barely a
double check
difference.
your number.
It's either barely a difference, or it's the Spirit Tree smaller, or it's the same. But it's either way. Spirit Tree is very small, also horizontally and vertically. It's got the smallest general
Yeah.
blast winds in the game. Rockwell does have a decently high ceiling. But we'll have to
Alright
see
then.
how this goes in game 3. I'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, instant
Chat
parry.
does not agree with the tower pick. I've realized just looking at them, the general consensus, tower back.
They're wrong then.
Unity
I can't believe how wrong they are. I've never.
Yeah, I know. The two Rano mains disproving that 3 platforms is bad. You would've seen
Imagine
it coming.
disliking a stage where you can do cool movement.
Why do cool movement when you can push buttons? Definitely the thought process that Hammy's using tries to cover the Tekken with down B again.
Oh wow, that was interesting. He like cancelled his hit stun, and when he like landed on the rock, he just kind of like was able to act.
I gotta wonder if that was actually intentional DI.
No, it was
looked
not.
like he drifted
I
around
will
it.
say it is not. I'm going to. I'll believe myself for once and be no. I don't think that was intentional from Yington.
Alright, able to challenge, so not gonna get F-strong data. Never mind. I'm just gonna put that thought to bed.
Yeah.
Delayed F-strong.
Delayed F strong. That means you would have got hit then, because you weren't expecting that F strong then.
To be honest, I really believe that maybe Hammy wouldn't just mash the button again. But here I am, watching him go for it. I forget I do the same thing playing Crag. Sliding F-strong is a drug.
I think you need to get onto like I don't know, like on I forgot what the name for it is. Rehab, that's it. This bit is now ended.
Nah, that's
I'm
when
now
I go back
cancelling
to
this bit.
grinding movement.
I think we could be seeing some better recoveries from Yington. He kind of goes in and hopes that Hammy won't be parrying with his aggressive up Bs. But we're not seeing any
Yeah, I
like
don't think we've
wavelands on
seen
stage. Not seeing any like real clue mix-ups at this as well. We are seeing a decently good combo game there coming up from Hammy. To be fair, holding straight in.
Yeah, you gotta wonder, like, sometimes which players have spent some time with, like, the sort of rival-specific mechanics. I'm lucky there for Yinkton that Hammy was pulling the rock rather than punishing to the full extent of the...
Of the jam.
Oh, no. Okay, gonna be able to get out of it there, but chooses to hold straight in, doesn't aim for the platform.
Yeah, he's always just kind of like. I feel like I see a lot of top forges do is they don't use their resources all. They just up B to the wall and then they can do like double jump waveland on. But I think that I see sometimes Yington kind of just uses resources too early.
He didn't believe. He actually had a chance to take the lead in the game for the first time, but he didn't believe that the F-strong was going to do it. It went for the parry instead.
Nice fair.
But keeping it...
Yeah.
It's the best game we've seen out of him, so...
Yeah, definitely. Hammy does not like that though, but he does miss that, and then we see Yington challenge appropriately. Nice simple combo. I feel like combos can be pretty hard with Forge Burner if you're not used to him. Oh, parries that F-strong finally, but doesn't get too much of a punish off it. But he gets something now. Ooh,
like
has
the
stage. No, he used it on Super Clone. Actually, he doesn't do anything with it, but he has that smoke now, and it does able to at least get him that hit.
Able to make it back, gets as much damage as he can off of it. I like it. Gets caught running forward though. And we're gonna break the pillar, catches the close. And the 3-0 for Hammy, but at the very least, Yington can take solace in the fact that that third game was looking much more convincing than the shutouts that we saw on the other map.
Definitely a lot better performance there from Hammy. But we do now actually have the replays for our other Losers Top 8 set, so that's good.
Yeah, I got in a minute. So I just need to download the new... download...
to be having, as our last losers top 8 match, we're going to be having several B versus Keno.
Yes, so I got the lowdown on the characters ahead of time from Keno, so we've been seeing a Maple, which...
We're seeing the Maple from several B, and then the Claren, one of Keno's 2 mains, along with Shovel Knight on the sides. So this is I don't think I can ever recall seeing this matchup, to be perfectly honest.
Neither, unless... Did it happen in one of the EU rocks? Did Chaos play Paul on his run?
I don't know. I haven't seen Chaos play in ages, to be honest.
Well, you delete those delete those old replays. I now our game. So starting off on Tower of Heaven.
Indeed, we are.
Alrighty, in 3, 2, go. The Shrek tag. Okay.
Not a Shrek skin. We're seeing the Panda Global skin coming here for Maple. Made for Plup actually, which is interesting because
yeah,
he does not. I'm pretty sure he does not play this game anymore.
Yeah, no, I don't think Mango does either, but it's still nice to see a little bit of crossover from.
Yeah, it's nice for when the full stream decides he wants to play Maple also.
Yeah, and hopefully maybe we might see Plup come back once the benefit comes out. You can always hope. It's the go-to phrase for a lot of people that don't have the game. And that first stock disappearing very, very fast for Kenna.
Yeah, very
Just a bunch of not really knowing how to deal with F2.
Ooh, nice combos here on the side of several B, but after that parry does not drop through. Probably was aiming to do a plat drop there. Ooh, and an SD from Keno. Very unfortunate. Already taken down to his last stock, and as we've seen here, several B does seem to have his combos under control.
Yeah, I know Keno didn't get to do too much practice before this, sort of joined on a whim, but a nice challenge there on the down B. He's going to take that stock. Not too much damage on his final one, but he does still actually have to take another off of this Maple before he can even get to a last stock situation. Get the right direction on the F strong, but still, this is at least signs of life here from Keno. Going to find himself wrapped and bad DI on the down smash. He's going to put that game to bed.
I feel like more than any other character, not knowing how to deal with Maple is going to get you destroyed in the matchup. It just hurts so much. She just does a bunch of combo things on you, and it feels really awful to deal with. But we're going to be seeing a different take here from Keno. We're going to be seeing the Shovel Knight come out now.
Yeah, I'm kind of not surprised we saw the Claren to start things off, to feel things out, and then maybe, especially after the S, deciding that maybe it's time to bust out the funny.
Yeah, the funny dare man quote. I can't remember who said it at this point. I really wish I did, because I would love to attribute their genius. But Shovel Knight Dare is a better character than Crag.
It really is true.
Okay. I don't know if I agree. I wasn't saying I agreed with it. I was just saying I find it extremely funny to read.
Well, sometimes I find myself questioning my existence. I go from one side to the next off of just him holding down.
He just holds down, and he's like, okay, I'm going to destroy. I'm pretty sure it was worse, because I'm pretty sure there used to be an angle that just kind of set you straight up, so you could just like ladder people to the top potentially. But they sent it more. It's more of a horizontal move now, which is fine, but also it really isn't. Please get it away from me. Anyway,
let's
Shovel
find
Knight.
out how it goes in game 2. In 3, 2, 1.
Right.
Starting things off with back air, something actually I've been seeing Keno use a lot more when he's been playing. Doesn't get really too many confirms out of it, but really likes just the multi-hit nature.
Yeah.
To get
I say also more important than the multi-hit nature is the fact that it's a huge disjoint all that like fire he shoots out from the rod, that's all disjoint there. So it's extremely against a character, especially like Maple, who doesn't have any disjoint really to speak of, apart from her very slow slash attacks, which she's not going to use to really deal with bear. She has no really good way to challenge that bear.
Yeah, and the parry, nice and simple there. Poor DI, but he's going to make it back. Just barely. Lily actually going to stop the punish from coming through properly.
Yeah, and a very important... Ooh, don't tilt up smash. And a very important thing there was from Shovel Knight up B is that second hit of that, the hit that spikes you, that is untackable. At least ground untackable. It's you can't tack it on the wall, thankfully, so you don't just die to it. But you can't really do it. And we actually see the horn pickup from Kano.
Yeah, I know for a fact that charged F strong catching and then him being able to buy horn off of that, just chuckle. Just put a like.
He thought he
been able to see the horn get any use.
He thought he still had money gather, but he did not. I feel like, of course, there's a lot of like people talk about Shovel Knight's like a really egregious moves, things like jab or nair or down air or F smash. But he has a lot of very solid moves apart from that. Things like bear, things like dash attack. F tilt can be good because it can set up those tech juices, but it can still have it's not as useful situations. But see here.
Do away from that and follow up.
And another down to lot smash. Takes it. Yeah, Kano, not Kano, several B showing he is extremely confident and that confirm. Got 2 of those stocks that game with that.
Yeah, so it was still. I think there was definitely signs of the matchup being slightly comfortable when Kenneth switched to Shovel Knight, but I know for a fact that he's never played a Maple of this caliber before, so definitely a lot of learning to be done on the fly if he's going to be able to keep himself in bracket, not exit with the usual. Alright, so our third, potentially final of losers for 7th place is going to be on Jules. And if you're ready, you can start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so Julesville is I'm not going to pretend I actually know anything about this matchup, so I'm not going to say anything. So it's Julesville.
Yeah, I think this might just be a comfort pick. I'm honest, probably what happened was Air Armada was back. Because Air Armada is Keno's #1 as a counter pick if it's regardless of what character he's on, but especially on Shovel Knight. So more than likely, it was just what stage do I not? Yeah,
What?
The sort of mood that he's in. He definitely saw an opportunity as small as the window possibly could have been and hard committed to it.
I was about to say, like, you're about to get on stage, just why would you ever be like, yeah, this is what I'm going to do? That's interesting. He wasn't even like holding it, he just kind of pressed it every time.
Right, so to start things off with the F-Strong, going to get punished by reverse hit down strong. The DI on this not been fantastic.
Yeah, he's kind of just missed, didn't expect the cross up there, but he gets sent off and just dies for it.
Alright, nice fast fall there on the anchor to catch. But he needs to get more than just that. The F-Strong actually going to beat out the down air. And opting to not purchase anything just yet. I think he's going to go for Horn again. No.
See, your covers onto the platform.
Several be going the entirety of the stage with that tether in order to chase.
And then up strong takes it.
Yeah, looks like it traded with F tilt, pushing himself back into the hitbox. Unfortunate there for Keno. Another 7th place to be added to the but once again finding himself going to be tweeted out by the rivals Twitter at the end of this bracket. So that is our 7th places decided. Yinkton and Keno J both going to be exiting the bracket now. So now we have only 5 remaining.
Yep. We'll be staying in losers
Sick.
bracket for this though. We're gonna be moving on to Woodpug versus Hammy.
Alright, so this should be another good one.
Indeed. It'll be.
I guess it's something we mentioned earlier that Hammy is one of the admins of the novice Discord, and Woodpug one of our rising stars from the new players. I guess this really can see how he stacks up against the rest of the newbies. Would he unofficially graduate from the novice rival server, being able to take down Hammy here in losers quarters?
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Fine,
Okay, so I need to get these done in for the thing. What do you call it?
I've just
The
got
overlay.
mine now.
Oh, for a second there, that was an interesting thing I saw from OBS. It was a very large maple. Slightly scary. But no, it's fine now. We've got our Woodpug versus Hammy. We're going to be seeing Zetterburn versus Crag. So Hammy showing that he does want to play Crag in this tournament for at least a while. Very comfortable card for him, I guess.
Yeah. And Crag definitely a matchup that you have to learn if you want to break into that top cut. As much as some people still have very low opinions of the character, you really cannot make a splash if you don't know how to deal with
the Rock Boy. Interesting enough as well, remember Woodpug got sent into the losers bracket by Coolink's Crag. So it'll be interesting to see if he knows how to deal with Crag in this set.
No. Well, let's find out how it's going to go with our first game here on Jewel. In 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so... Oh wow, instant parrying that fireball.
That's a thing.
Yeah, that's a
very
very...
much a statement.
Yeah, that's a very confident play from Hammy. If he knows that he's just going to instantly parry that fireball.
I wonder if it was even necessary for the fireball, or if he just assumes that Woodpug was going to dash attack in or something like that. With a similar timing. We're going to see the purple, but obviously the wooden pillar is still in the way. But only 40% may have gotten that opening statement. But it seems like Woodpug's one was a little bit louder.
Yeah, got that Woodpug famous up strong anti-air. Just takes it very cleanly. But it's now up to see. He's definitely showing he's showing he does not want this rock beetle to live.
Yeah, this is someone who very much maybe has a character vendetta after losing to Colink's secondary.
Yeah, also like,
taking it out on this innocent man. Continue his path through losing.
Yeah, but Woodpug doesn't want to be in losers. I'm pretty sure he's not had a performance that's been like lower than like top 5. So he doesn't want. I'm pretty sure he's only had that once as well. So he doesn't want to add another one. He wants another solid performance. I think he wants to win. He's won a couple, but he hasn't won really any tournament with any big names such as Koolink or Defilis in there. So he wants to try and win one with not just some of these newer players. He wants to kind of show out that he's able to hang with even the best of them.
Possible DI on the F smash. A nice challenge there, going to beat out the up strong Hammy just a little bit too late on the trigger, and now he's going to take as much damage as possible. Every time he jumps, he gets scouted by a nair or a back air. But the tried and true fair is going to make sure that
missed DIs that a bit.
a one tail end catching him there, meaning he's not going to get a punch. Alright, alright.
I think he kind of. I would be impressed honestly if he realized that he was not in a good position to land that shine up smash. But I've seen people like Fire Icy be able to do shine up smash from literally anything. So seeing a bit of just challenges with that there coming on the stage, able to get the kill and able to get game 1, going the way of Woodpug.
That definitely felt like a slap fight. It was like just the full deck of Uno reverse cards were being played back to back. So game one going to Woodpug in a pretty. It was close, but it still felt convincing. It still felt like every statement had like all the I's dotted, all the T's.
Yeah, it was very confident play from Woodpug. He knew exactly where he wanted what he wanted to do with this Crag after being knocked into losers by Coolink's Crag. So I have to see.
Yeah, and there was still solid stuff from Hammy as well.
Yeah, he's very solidly, but I just think that in that situation, Woodpug kind of just outplayed it. And we're going to be seeing the run back here. Hammy feeling that he knew what he was doing wrong, and he wants to prove that he can do the stuff better because there wasn't too much of a difference. So he's going to be going back for this Jules field pick. We're going to have to see how this goes in game 2. I'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, this time Woodpug.
I think a little bit more aggressively.
Yeah. Woodpug actually also went for the jump fireball just so he could. There's no chance of him getting parried at all.
Adaptation, you love it.
Yeah.
Even though we haven't really seen it connect, I really like.
He could have. He was dead there, but.
And now it begins.
Oh, F strong. Crags,
Yeah,
they love it.
Woodpug was already dead.
Yeah, he was dead for the first one. Like he literally couldn't make it back to stage. And I don't like. The thing is, like, I think Woodpug gets a bit nervous when he gets hit by those pillars. Like, the thing is, Zedderburn has a perfect option in those situations. It's called Shine. You just use Shine in that kind of ambiguous situation, and you'll pretty much win the frame battle war every time because it's your frame too.
Yeah, and as much as we have seen some moves that have some very, very fast frame data, Dan at least stuck a little bit to the design philosophy of maybe don't give a heavy a stupidly fast kill off.
Yeah. This isn't, I don't know.
This isn't Rivals of Aether work.
No, I was trying to think of a game, like a Smash game, where a heavy had a really like fast kill option. And then I realized that we have Bowser with his side B in Ultimate.
That is very true. The shieldable move is respect. With fast frame data, just press the good old shield button. Will definitely get you out.
Yeah, Bowser side B won't work against that, I swear. But very even game here, after a bit of a good lead. But ooh, nice parry, and that's gonna be it. I don't think I would not have charged that purely out of fear of the fire running out. I was like, oh no, I don't.
Yeah, I think he was banking on maybe even if fire did run out, he at least has Crag off stage rather than like committing to a turnaround up strong or anything like.
Oh well, he died. You heard the roll sound come out, and in those situations you should have parried. Because a parry is frame 3, remember?
Alright, the back air gonna trade, so gonna get at least the 5% extra and a
very nice confirm.
Solid conversion to finish things off.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
You'll love to see Woodpug move.
Yeah, seeing the second game there come from Woodpug, a very nice confirm there. I feel like compared to a lot of those Zedderburns, he has at this level, he has a very good combo game, but I feel like he could still be improving on some of his kill versions. But that time you saw he was extremely confident in how he's going to end that stock there. We're going to be actually seeing something very interesting. We're going to be seeing a switch here on the side of Hammy. I'm seeing an Ori come out.
Alright, so maybe this is what we see when the back is against the wall. The Treetop Lodge is going to be potentially Hammy's final game here, or the start of the run back.
The run back. You hope it is. This set's been very entertaining, and especially with this new character he's pulling out in this tournament, it's going to be very interesting to see how he deals with Zedderburn. Because Ori is a character that's being currently thought of as, like, every day you see Ori's stock kind of just rise in how people think of him. Extremely highly thought of character. Like, he's consistently around the top 3 or at least top 5 in most people's brains.
Yeah, we've seen Hermoise put in like ridiculous results in the UK server whenever he chooses to show up for Beatdown or anything else that he is eligible for.
Yeah.
With,
EU
even
in
Spider's
general.
been putting in okay results whenever he shows up.
EU in general
I think
has a
he's
lot
only
of
missed top 8 one.
Yeah, Europe in general has a lot of Oris we've been seeing. You've been seeing, of course, there's Hermoise as you mentioned. Then there's people like Calamari, who's been on our tear recently, and even like players like Slime Puffin is now switched to Ori as his main for now.
No, the invasion can.
Anyway, we're going on to game 3 with Hami's Ori to see how it works. I'm gonna start on 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, so Ori, the main thing about.
Okay, so this is the Ori.
Oh, it is Ori.
This is the Ori skin. This makes so much more sense.
It's Ori. I get it. I get the pun.
Yeah. To be honest, I just assumed this was like a different Ori to the uni one when we saw the Crag, but now I'm.
You thought there was you thought there was more than one character that had the name Ori?
You know, you find out something.
Yeah, I guess. Like, I've never even. I wonder what the. Honestly, I have a feeling there's no etymology to that word, and I feel it's just a word that the Unis devs made up.
I wouldn't be surprised over a French bread.
Have you seen half the text in there? And like you see, there's like 20 paragraphs of text in each screen, and you don't need to read any of them. So it's no wonder that they'd also make up their own words.
Yeah, but we're gonna need to see a new set of words added to Hami's vocabulary if he's gonna will himself out of this deficit. Counterpick not working out so well, and you can see
that was the weirdest ever like segue I've heard. Your segue is so bad it led to Woodpug SD.
I nearly got out of it. Yeah, you know, he heard the commentary just retroactively like, nah, we have.
He heard the commentary before it happens.
Comedy.
Is Woodpug's name Dan?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, there's a part of me hoping it was just like it was meant to be like Dan for Nacy, and he's like Dan, please give me buffs. Nice tech chase down strong. I'm pretty sure this is the first time in the 2 minutes we've actually commented anything about this set.
You know, it has honestly been pretty entertaining though, just from watching the two of them slug at it. There's clearly polish to Hami's. You know, I'm trying to really finish that sentence, but I really
saw him.
Yeah,
you started that sentence right.
F strong and hope it.
Yeah, as I would say, you saw the sentence right as he did raw F strong. And I was talking to Anti, who's one of the best Orias in the US, and one thing I wanted to know especially was how I deal with this character who is recovering, because recovery just seems really good, but also really bad at the same time. You know what I mean? It's one of those kinds of characters.
Yeah.
And the advice he gave me was, you don't want to catch Oria in the air, you want to catch Oria's landing. But Woodpug clearly doesn't seem to know how to do that, because he lost that game.
Yeah, I mean, he brought it down to 1 stock, and he was doing well for the first half, but you can see that Hami adjusted to the big differences between the speeds of this character and the one he was playing a little bit before. So no shutout here. 2-1 in the favor of Woodpug. Just needs to get 1 more before he can unofficially graduate from his novice status against Hami.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing that on Tower of Heaven.
I'll be starting this off in 3, 2, 1, go. Right.
Right, it runs immediately into a fireball, no power.
Very nice pressure in general. And was that a combo breaking F stronger that I saw there? Okay.
You love to see. Alright, and the jump is being caught, but just waiting for Woodpug to land, willing to take the flames in order to get the lion off stage. What is the vice parry? Gonna get caught by the flames, and then very, very simple falling back air to Armstrong. Gonna take the first.
He's
stop.
just doing so much fair. He did so much fair there, and Woodpug DI'd it all in, and he SDs.
Well. Well.
Clearly is not doing as well as the previous match. Doing that 6 flips. He's not really punishing these landings as hard as you usually see Ori players do. Usually they have their F strong ready just to kill on a moment's notice.
Yeah, we've also not really seen much of the light orb in play, really.
Yeah, he's not really. I feel like that's kind of the sign you see it. But, well, excuse my unintentional pun. That's not the sign you see. That's the sign you see of a good Ori player, knowing how to use a sign in combos, and even just in neutral.
And good drift there, making sure to not drop early. I'm sure right before top 5 we may have seen a different end to that up strong situation. Once again, Woodpug making sure that he has as much damage as he can get.
That was not good DI. You could tell it wasn't hard DI out because he would have just exploded from that, but it was not good DI regardless.
So a surprising end there to that game. A 3-1 there for Woodpug over Hammy. There were definitely signs of life in game 3, but maybe it was just a quick flash in the pan as Hammy's going to exit with 5th place. It was good to see him playing in the Great British Beatdown. I haven't actually seen him compete in a serious event before this, so I had a lot of fun. And our next losers quarters match is going to be Don't Swear versus Several B. So Crag Maple, slightly more conventional match.
Yeah,
than what we might have seen earlier today.
So yeah, Crag Maple is another kind of more EU classic, especially since you had players like Slime Puffin who used to play the Maple. And with of course EU being such a crag heavy region, or at least it used to be, there's nowhere near as many crags at the top level I found recently, and it's kind of annoying because now I have to deal with. I was like, the thing I liked about crag is I could kind of just combo him off stage for free and then edgeguard him for free, and I didn't have to deal with characters with good disadvantages such as Ori, which now there's a lot of in this region of Europe that we play in.
Yeah. Especially once the Oris aren't burning all of their resources and sort of just trying to play the parachute game into back air until they die. It's much less fun dealing with a good Ori that knows how to make it back to stage than a Crag that has a much more limited recovery pool. But our first game going to be starting on the forest floor between Several B and Don't Swear. We're ready to kick things off in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so it'll be interesting to see because I'm pretty sure these two players have never really interacted in terms of as far as I know.
Yeah,
but,
this is the first thing that I've seen Several B, but I've obviously taken a little bit of a break from Great British Beatdown in a while. So if they have been playing in previous,
I don't know. I haven't seen them before.
Them.
There's apparently a history of them at least in somewhere because I was able to find them to be able to see them at least somewhat well. But they've been showing they're extremely solid. Ooh.
So we haven't really been able to see Simple B be on stage very much, but the moment that he finds an opening, able to finish things off with the up B. So that even when they're not being thrown off stage by Crag, they seem to be throwing themselves off stage more often than not.
Yeah, this has been a very aggressive, and I also say traditionally rivals match so far. Very fast-paced, very combo-oriented. One player always seems to kind of have clear advantage that there's no neutral in sight. Please, someone help the children.
I'm gonna take the damage, and we finally see the parry there on Lily. Put her in the extended stun to take that option off of it. And still no jump there. Excellent conversion from Don't.
Yeah,
get that forward air to finish off the second.
So I'm dying in there, able to get that easy fair conversion.
Looked like he parried Lily just on the way out, or it was the siege just as she was expiring. So able to put another one on the field very, very.
Be able to parry that rock. But we see you're just as
You can
kind
tell
of
that we're in later and back.
yeah. Alex, sorry, your mic's still dropping, by the way.
Yeah, is it really? Right. I don't know if that's just Discord misbehaving or if I'm just not being loud enough for it to pick up.
Well, to be honest, in that like 2 seconds you're picking a bit louder, it sounded fine.
Alright, yeah, I'm just going to assume that it's Discord really complaining about how much gain I have to.
Very nice recovery there, but
I love the use of just jab from Simple B every time. Every time he comes in with the tether, always press his jab to see if you were like a little bit slow on pushing a button. But 3 for 3 on those forward airs.
yeah, very nice there. Also, it's several B, not simple B.
I guessed. I remembered the first letter and then it
Yeah,
was 2
'cause his
syllables.
Steam-
Like
his
we go with
Steam-
adjective.
His Steam is not several B, which makes it a bit more annoying.
Yeah, it was several B earlier as well, which is what threw me because I
Yeah,
know I can't just read it off
The
anymore.
man just changed his Steam name mid-tournament. I've never seen anyone do that before.
It's like I'm going to break the ankles of the commentators and see what happens.
Don't worry, for him that I will now suplex him into the ground.
Well, you know, he's taken 1 L. You know, I got his name wrong. He's taken another. The feat of Crag down 1-0 as we go into game 2 here on Julesville. Gonna be the first. I sounded so southern for a second. What happened there? Julesville. Gonna be our game 2, our first counter pick of the set. I'm losing it. My ability to read is leaving me.
You're really everything seems to be leaving you. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, Craig's getting punished for trying to go for that frame 1 rock pull.
You should be punishing Craig like heavily anytime you're able to catch him with the rock pull, because the thing is he can't tech when he's got holding that rock. So you can kind of just hit him as much as you want, unless you drop the combo, like a dummy.
Imagine dropping your combo. Could not be.
Oh!
Okay. Okay, don't sweat.
He's showing off a bit. He's trying to style out a bit. He was confident after that first round win, and then he decided, you know what, I wanna show him what I'm really good at, and that's beating down fools.
Yeah, he saw his brethren in Hammy leave the swag Crag for the top tier. He's like, well, I've got to carry on your spirit.
I must avenge my fallen brothers. Nice. Oh, that was. I had no idea what side that was sending, to be honest.
That was gross.
I would have just held like up. I would have just held up in that situation because I have no clue where you're going to be going with that. Ooh, very nice conversion from several B. Let's see here. Very patient play you kind of see from several B.
I like that he's also playing outside the down B range.
Yeah.
Okay. the parry after he did it, he just expected that Don't Swear was going to be sending the return fire.
Ooh, he didn't actually get sent into the way that he expected. He wanted to get that Lily and Upstrong confirmed, but that just ended up with Don't Swear being able to get that fair kill once again. A very common option that Don't Swear has been showing to get these kills.
Nice empty hop into the throw, the rock throw as well. Things have not been several B's way, trying to go for that Lily conversion again, but they're just not on the same wave. He's unable to get the Gimp with it, but still going to get the dash.
Oh, he went for an Upstrong, but wow, Don't Swear just challenged and then an SD from several B.
Yeah, okay, so several B recognizing that this game was cursed, and we needed to just go next, because nothing was going their way at all.
Yeah, that was just...
Deciding that.
It continually seemed to be like the downward spiral train for several B.
Shake it off and head over to something that's, you know, maybe the industrial vibe was messing up the connection to the forest, and we're instead gonna chill outside the Great Spirit Tree for our third game here of Losers Quarters between Several B and Don't Swear. So we're ready to get into it in 3, 2, 1, go. The second counter pick here for Several B. Their tournament life now on the line. They're already playing from a deficit, but has Crag without the rock, and Line is able to bin it. Oh, once again, no return parry there from our Crag.
Ah, very
And that's
nice.
huge.
Yeah.
That is. Just every time that we see Several B like get moving, just one or two things don't go the way that they want, and immediately Don't Swear just tries to capitalize as much as physically possible. You see he's feeling himself here, just playing it a little bit slower, just testing to see if a button's gonna come out, and 2 up strongs gonna be enough to even up the stocks, but just under 70% here on the much lighter Maple.
I like the patience I've been seeing here from Don't Swear on his on like him decide not to immediately pull the trigger on building like busting out like boosts. Yeah, you see like that. You see these kind of preemptive parries come out from Several B, and he's kind of just waiting them out. And nice conversion there, getting that strong, sealing the stock and putting Several B on his tournament life here.
Yeah, it definitely looks like this is the player matchup has been figured out by Don't Swear, and he's got a solid handle on how he wants to play this.
Again, this is a we gotta remember.
And
Don't
able to
Swear
recover for free.
is the best European Stop City player. He knows how to break down players, and he just does he's just doing it in this game as well, as you can see here from this set. Nice
So
recovery.
just a wealth of experience. Yeah,
Oh, he's trying to be in his head there, but Several B very.
I guess that's also one of the things, like the platform fighter of his choice does have shields. Ooh! Doesn't get the kill off of it, but
Yeah.
at least showing that he's not going to go out quiet. 2 up strongs once again, going to even up the stocks, but definitely much less health this time, and a simple conversion into forward air is going to remove Several B from the bracket, exiting at 5th place, and Don't Swear going to be moving on to top 4.
We have our there are 2 Crags ending. Never mind, our Crag just won. What am I saying? We have our 5th place. We have Hammy, and now we also have, as we see, Several B on as our 5th place. Words decided just to not work there.
It's contagious. It happens.
Unfortunately, I currently cannot seem to have any replays for winners finals, so that's fantastic. I added them, but I haven't had no response yet. So I guess we're going to have to move on to loser semis. So more loser side action. As long as these are here, please don't. Okay, they're here. Thank goodness. So. Oh.
Alright, I need to reset my replays.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing loser semis here, so that's gonna be. It'll be interesting to see how this goes. Gonna be having Don't Swear versus Woodpug. So another crack in the way of Woodpug.
This poor boy, he's had to lift so much in order to carry on in.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully this will be a good.
Yeah. Hoping to. It sounds like the start of a good set, to be fair.
Alright, I have my replay folder. First game going to Merchant Port from the looks.
Yep, does does seem to be the case.
Alrighty, in that case, in 3, 2, 1, and kick off our first game of top 4.
Yep. Let's see here. Now, as we just mentioned earlier, this is
Go ahead.
this is again another situation of we're going to be having Woodpug against this Rock Beetle, but it's a very different style, I'd say, from Rami. Very defensive, I'd say. Very B-button heavy, you see from Don't Swear.
Yeah, I really like Woodpug's use of close range fireball. Somehow he always seems to either get both hits whenever he needs it to start a combo, or just anti-airs with just like one quick one. And overzealous up strong, gonna get punished there.
It is definitely,
but not by anything too crazy. You know, I guess at the percent he was at, if he misses, you know, he takes a punish. If he guesses correct, he ends up early stocks, but nice and simple there to be able to at least take the stock lead. And spending a bunch of resources in order to make it back. Nice drift to make sure he doesn't get caught by the upstrong, and making sure to not hold in like he did against Colink.
Ooh.
Yeah, we can really see the adaptation there. He's choosing to hold out maybe a little bit, but caught pushing too many buttons is going to be removed.
Yeah, gets the parry, gets up strong, and that's just a very even game now we have.
And once again, a close fireball able to start things off. I think he was trying to fish for a parry, delaying that aerial. We're going to get the full up B.
Yeah, getting hit by all that up B just does so much damage, and then also leaves that fire after effect. It's not something you want to deal with, really.
I'm honestly surprised that Woodpug chose to retreat to the ledge rather than just drop down with the crag. I don't know if he noticed that he took the double jump.
Yeah, I guess you have to kind of be aware of these kinds of things to get the most punish off, the biggest punish off you can. But I just see there we've got a kill from Woodpug. He's been pretty confident in this matchup pretty much all day.
And making sure that he always has the tried and true Woodpug special of the Gatling in neutral ready. And you can see he's trying to go for the spike, but he's just going to continue with the pressure. Tries to go for it this time, but a little bit off the mark. One up strong is going to miss, but a second one I'm sure is coming very soon. If he can make it back, is able to use everything and chooses to go high. Don't Swear, I think, guessing incorrectly there. After all, the up strongs did miss previously. So got to try for something new, but once again...
You see that moonwalk there? Moonwalk into the turnaround fair. Just take that stock.
You know, sometimes you just do something that makes you feel like you need to dance, and you get a little bit of the groove.
Oh, very nice here. Oh, guesses a bit too high there, and it allows Woodpug to get back on the stage. See there, the kill confirmed, doesn't get the kill yet, and this is honestly... Oh, catches that roll with the down smash.
For a hot second, thought we were playing Smash Ultimate there. That right there was a Mario setup I've seen from Woodpug more than once. You go for the nair and you just wait for the tech roll in and you downstrung it. He was ready and waiting for it. So an excellent end to game one there from Woodpug, taking the first game of this top 4 series.
Yeah. Next, we're going to be seeing this counter pick come out. We're going to be going
But our second game, we're going to be going over to Ethereal Gates. What do you think of this counter pick?
I'd say it's a pretty good counter pick in this matchup. I'd say it's a stage that Zetterburn doesn't really like too much. The platforms are in a very weird place for him. The blast zones are pretty wide, allow him to have a bit of issue killing, and that doesn't really matter to Crag, because how Crag gets kills in this matchup is through edge guarding. So it just kind of makes it generally harder for Zetterburn to do his thing pretty well.
Alright, well, let's find out how this second game is going to go then. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. Ooh, very nice.
Able to actually get away with a rock pull without getting punished.
Yeah, that's a very nice starting string there, but Woodpug slowly racking the damage back up and getting very close with this fire ticking.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that he didn't opt to just finish that string there with the fireball just in case he didn't get it. See, he tries to go for it there.
Oh.
And definitely a double jump input got swallowed or something.
Yeah, that's
It's unfortunate.
That's not what you like to see in those kinds of situations. Oh, but gets that. Nice up strong there to get that. Bring him pretty much entirely even. See some roll behind down tilt.
Yeah. It's gonna definitely make sure that Woodpug now has to think twice about the way he goes for those dives. They are gonna get punished to the full extent if he's not careful. He get put in helpless, but he's able to drift back on stage, nice and simple.
I don't know if I like him putting up the pillar. I think it would have been better if he just removed the pillar by doing a pillarless and then forcing Woodpug to try and be a bit more helpless when he tried to recover instead of getting his resources back guaranteed.
Well, he's found himself off stage again, this time of his own volition.
Nice parry.
He's gonna have to put in some work now. He's actually been lapped.
Yeah, very nice lead coming out here. And Woodpug's kind of continually holding this advantage. Very strong. But see here, Woodpug's trying to get it back to be even stocks, but it's gonna take some work. I don't think we're near percents here where Crag is going to be dying. Maybe now, but not if he overshoots that read. He got the right idea, just not exactly what he wanted. And now, I'd say honestly, I think Woodpug's being a bit too reliant on getting fireballs to light Crag up on at higher percents. And it's just kind of showing that he's having a bit of issues getting some kind of kill confirmed. But clearly not for Don't Swear. Don't Swear just kind of parries S smashes and that's the game.
Yeah, it's kind of actually unfortunate for Woodpug that the fireball didn't get reflected, because if he got reflected, he at least would have been able to maybe avoid that that F-strong punish. But nonetheless, we're going to be going to an even game as our third one starts on Tower of...
Yeah, I guess maybe he probably knew that he couldn't go back to Merchant Port because of DSR, or maybe it was banned, who knows. Either way, we're not going to see Woodpug's favorite stage come again in this match. So got to see how this goes on this counter pick to Tower of Heaven. It's gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so I think the real focus of this set is gonna be whether Don't Swear is able to just sort of put the chokehold on the constant pressure from Woodpug. Obviously the offensive versus defensive style, but just really the decision-making and experience that comes
very nice.
Don't Swear's experience in the other games versus the just straight up white-hot combo game from...
Yeah.
How well is he going to be able to put up with it? That's the question.
Ooh, nice patience waiting that out.
Just the two styles.
Yeah, it's a very big
I really love it.
Yeah, it's a classic thing. You always have the classic matchup of the aggressive rushdown and the more defensive zoner kind of style. You see it so many matches, and it's proving definitely to show up here. Currently we've got a very, very strong lead for Woodpug, having 2 stocks now ahead, but he is a very high percent, and pretty much anything from Crag here is going to kill. But he does seem to be dancing around a lot of the hitboxes that he's throwing out, but he does go for something a bit overzealous there, and that wake up down strong is going to get the kill.
Yeah, Woodpug's ability to not get too shaken by a loss is very impressive. It always feels like, you know, when you're on a win streak or something in ranked, you take one L and you immediately tilt and just blow up the next person. It feels like Woodpug is always playing his counterpick games on maximum tilt, and that was insane.
That was a very good. That was an extremely good combo. I wasn't expecting that to purple. He was only at 100 and he was decently low down.
Yeah, so just nothing you could have done there. Just it just all happened so fast.
He had to DI out of that setup from the Nair to get into that up air. But I see a very nice patience, kind of catching a Woodpug. He kind of wants to kind of push buttons on the landing of Don't Swear instead of reacting to see what he does. You see there, he kind of retreats expecting Don't Swear to kind of roll further with that side B, but he just ends as soon as he reaches the stage.
Yeah, tries to get hit full net into up strong, but just a little bit shy of the mark, has to burn his resources, and despite what despite what the overlay says, that's not game and set. We are only on game 3 of this best of 5.
Yeah, game 2 they're going to Don't Swear. But now it is a potential game and set for Don't Swear if he gets this one more game from Woodpug. And this would be pretty big, considering you don't usually see Woodpug lose to these to the kind of, I'd say, newer players. I wouldn't really classify Don't Swear as one of the like kind of classic UK players that Woodpug usually has issues with. This would be a pretty big upset because with the new players you don't really see Woodpug kind of really ever lose.
Yeah, for sure. And he's going to be trying to stave off a loss by running it back on Tower of Heaven. We're going to find out how it goes in 3, 2, 1, go.
Wow, that was a very interesting run start.
Yeah, definitely choosing to keep the pressure up where possible. It's like they both try and hug each other, but the body language when they do so is so different. It always feels like Woodpug is just like ravenous, trying to go for him. But when Don't Swear is trying to just make sure that the distance is minimal, it's so less button heavy, and it always feels like he's constantly tech chasing. But he's gonna have to reevaluate his game plan.
Yeah, that was a
once again taking an early start. Yeah, I don't think Woodpug was ready to still be on stage.
Yeah, it definitely seems that he's kind of keeping up with this pressure, not finding any amazing combo starts until I say that. He just gets a really nice start there. Good tech. And we're kind of seeing a bit. Yeah, we're just. Don't Swear decides to not try to push that chances luck and just decides to reset the neutral, which has worked out for him because he now does have a Woodpug and a clean advantage state. He's had that though, he did kind of get out of that for free.
In the previous situation, I totally understand just trying to tackle on the damage and getting the flames, but would it have been better for Woodpug to just aim straight down at the pillar? Or possibly, would there be the resources still online?
I'm not sure. Do you mean like Woodpug trying to recover onto the pillar to like get his resources back?
No, I just mean straight up destroy the pillar and see if you can take them both with you.
Maybe it could have been worth it, but wasn't something that crossed his mind, and clearly didn't need to because we have a very strong lead here for Woodpug full stock up. Showing he does not want to go out and lose your semis.
Yeah, I would really love to see Woodpug actually land one of these charge shines that he's been going for. He's been threatening with them and denying space so well, but it doesn't change the fact that he has literally hit maybe one all bracket on stream, and that's being generous.
Yeah, I don't like seeing these. I feel like Don't Swear is a bit scared of the down B hurtbox, but then it kind of just, yeah, you see that he's not really challenging that, so just letting Zedderburn recover for free really, which is something you can't let him do. Zedderburn's whole stick is that his recovery is extremely poor.
Yeah, good cancel to make sure, and he manages to snipe Woodpug out, but he's going to need a second one.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
And make sure to smother it. So 120 and rising here, but one quick string into an edgeguard situation could be all that Don't Swear needs in order to close things out and just put a lid on this boiling over pot.
Definitely showing that he's been able to work this back again, but doesn't matter. Woodpug gets the stock there with that up smash, and we're going to be going to a game 5.
Alright, going the full distance, definitely making sure that Woodpug is going to sweat it out all the way to the end if he's going to keep that sort of clean streak against the less experienced players. But it seems like Ethereal Gates is going to be our 5th and final map here in loser semis of Great British Beatdown number 11. I've been Elixir, and I've been joined by Winter, who's also been your stream runner for tonight, which is why it's been pretty much error-free. Yeah, make sure to follow us if you haven't already, and make sure to follow Rivals of Aether UK, Rivals_UK on Twitter and Twitch if you haven't already. So make sure you know whenever we go live with events like this, and you can find out what the UK has been up to in this quirky little platform.
Usually you can see me destroy everyone, but unfortunately I'm not doing this one today.
Plugs aside, shall we go into our 5th game?
Sounds good. We're going to be starting and going on to Ethereal Gates in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, this time gets away with... Alright, never mind. Just a remix on the punish. Gonna let the rock get placed back down before he
with how
goes
much
in.
Woodpug, maybe the Crag players in future shouldn't be doing rock pulls at the start, because Woodpug seems extremely ready to punish rock pulls at round start every single time.
Yeah, he's like a dog seeing a tree. He's like, oh, cool. Let's get it.
This is mine now. I'm going to bite on this with my jab 3, because that's the only move that he has that actually bites.
Yeah, that's actually not a crazy number of bites in a game of a feral cast.
Yeah, there's only 2.
I don't even think of.
There's
what, 2?
jab 3, and then there's Eliana's jab.
Eliana jab.
It's Eliana's jab,
Right.
aka she just takes a chomp out of you. Nice, he didn't really do anything, he just goes, oh! Okay, that could have been teched. Woodpug, you need to step up on that, because that could have been a tech. Oh!
Yeah, I think that's something that's maybe just huge. The biggest brain placement of that rock tries to get the spike there.
Yeah, but now he has to
But Woodpug
recover
not
and he's got
cracking
no
under the
rock.
pressure just yet.
Extremely poor positioning here, and yep, gets that parry.
Yeah, he's done it.
He tried to roll back to it again, but it was too far.
Yeah.
Even the stage didn't want that shenanigan to happen again. Oh, fairs.
Excellent presence of mind there from Woodpug. That was ballsy, but I respect it. Sometimes you just got to take the risk there and think that maybe your opponent isn't ready.
No DI will save you from that setup. He will just react and he will kill you no matter what you do. Fair dare, he gets the thing. Last stock here for Don't Swear, and Woodpug definitely wants to take this and doesn't want to try and even let him take one more stock.
You know, Don't Swear may be his mantra, but I think definitely 1 or 2 words may have escaped after that lead suddenly disappeared.
Yeah, extremely solid there from Woodpug to get that. But, you know, again, we're seeing a player who's one of the best in the world for not this game, but he should still know how to deal with nerves in these high-pressure situations, but it seems that that might not be the case. He seemed to be panicking a bit there with those rolls, not getting the parry on that. And we're seeing a dare to end it all!
Woodpug decided, he's like, you pushed me to my absolute limit, but you've stayed in the kitchen a little too long. I'm gonna need you to escort you from the building.
Yeah,
and 4th place though, nothing to sneeze at for Don't Swear.
Yeah, definitely he's been grinding a lot at this game. He wants to prove he's getting better and better at it. He's been entering a lot of brackets. I'm pretty sure he entered ROCS, but I'm not sure how well he did. But
yeah, yesterday's was the last chance to get champion Orcane, I believe.
Yeah, and at in 2 weeks' time, it's the finals, which is the one where if Genesis 8 happens, you get flown out for that.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We didn't get a hitbox giveaway for EU, did we?
No, we did.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
No, I missed yesterday because I was like unplugging from.
That's why
the
the jokes have been coming around of Garrett's and Fire Icy forgetting his hitbox. Who knows? It could be. You could also see. There's a couple of contenders you could see. It could be someone like it could be Japal. It could be Oily. It could even be someone like Alki or Kala who have been showing up extremely well. And I'm pretty sure Kala was. I think it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Alki beat Japal yesterday in winners quarters. I don't know how the rest of the bracket really went because I kind of tuned out after I lost and I got 9th because there's too many Oris in this damn country continent.
Alright, so our winners final
Gonna be Defilus versus Cooling.
It's nice to return back to the people that haven't dropped a single set yet.
Yeah, it does seem to be the right stuff, so that's always handy. So again, another crag. Cooling is staying on the crag. That hasn't gone back to Sylvanas yet. Maybe he's switching mains. Maybe he wants to test something out. Who knows?
I mean, I couldn't imagine willingly playing Interano on Sylvanas. It doesn't seem like it's particularly fun.
Honestly, I'd say Crag's the worst of the two.
You're right. I don't know why I disregarded Crag as a better as a better solution.
To the Rano. I don't want to play Sylvanas in the Rano. I know, I'll play my Crag instead. That'll work out fine.
This could.
This could only end
Alright.
perfectly.
Well, let's find out if the gamble pays off for Colink. So we begin our first game of winners finals: Defilus versus Colink on Ethereal Gates in 3, 2, 1, go.
This is not the first. Defalus, remember, also did play Don't Swear to get into this position in the first place. So he knows how to deal with the Crag
That's very
pretty well.
true.
But that was a 3-2, so it definitely proved that he was getting pushed to his limits from that set. So it'll be interesting to see if Colin can take it that bit farther and is able to get the set win.
Yeah, I mean, we've already seen so far, looking very, very confident. The jump has been taken and is able to just meet with the pillar there. Basically, nothing left in the tank.
That's it.
Just a matter of ceremonies now and pleasantries before
that's
Defilus takes
the
the
thing.
first stock of game 1.
If Rano is able to catch Crag in a position he can't really use side B to threaten to go back on the stage, he's kind of dead, honestly. There's no chance he's getting back to stage, really.
Yeah, the moment that jump was sniped, I felt that stock was gone. It's such a rough situation to be in this matchup.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons. Like, it's not just there's more than just
He's
that.
able to...
Nice.
Wow, okay.
He kept DIing in, he was too scared, but honestly, he should have DI'd out. There's no threat. Bear does not kill it, he has no threat of killing him. Crag has no threat of killing you from anything from behind him, so he should have just realized that and gone for the DI out, but he was a bit too nervous. And it's those kinds of situations that you need to be choosing the right
still
choice.
happens in top 3.
Yeah. Like, these are good players, but it does seem that they can still, of course, improve on things like that. Oh! That second
that looks so cool.
Yeah, of course you can instantly act after attacks. So like in melee, unlike in games like Ultimate. But so you can do things like instant tech bear if you're attack at the wall. Oh, he parried that. Oh, that's bad.
Okay, but he's able to make it back, clipping the foot there with the tire.
Nearly died to the exact same thing, but does get to make it back. Bear doesn't take it.
He's lost his jump as well.
I think that should have just been an up air, because that would have taken. DI's in on that fair and dies for it.
That's one of the situations where the game says, well, it wasn't purple, so you could have lived. It's like, but could you, though?
Clearly you could have. There's always some kind of masterful DI. Although maybe, no, I have learned recently that sometimes up smashes, even if you DI them perfectly, you still won't purple, and they'll still guaranteed kill you, because you didn't SCI it down.
Yeah, you lost Dan, he'll be like, yeah, you did something wrong.
The game tests SDI, and like, I'm pretty sure no one SDIs in this game, because there's not really that many multi-hits, and none of them are really threatening besides, like, Maple up air, like, right at the blast zone, but then you can just ASDI that.
That said, we've been able to keep this very, very close. Colink has done a great job of challenging Defilus when he's trying to make it back, but an equally good challenge from Defilus is going to take the first game on Ethereal Gates. So I'm going to be going over to Jules Vale as the counter pick as a result. Still sticking on the Crag is Colink.
He sure is, yeah. And it's going to be definitely... He's gonna have to prove that he's learned from that first game, because it was close, but he made a couple of grave mistakes, especially in terms of recovering. And again, that's such a big part of this matchup. I feel Defilus, the two things he really succeeds at are edge guards and neutral, and that's where this matchup can just really be going into somewhere really sore for Crag. But if he's able to change it up, then it'll end up very well for him. So we're gonna have to see how he does that in this game too, on Jules Vale.
Alright, well, let's kick into it in 3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah. See that all too common rock start.
Yeah, against Defilus, he's not going to be running full screen like Woodpug in order to challenge that. Just going to sit back and charge the needles.
Yeah, so like me, what you see especially from a lot more of the older school randos, like from when the first character first came with, the people who really broke up with them, very defensive player, Defalis is. Oh, that is right. I forgot to switch it on to the game. So here we are. We can now see the video game.
Excellent.
That's unfortunately that's also something I think a lot of, especially EU randos, need to do more. They need to believe in down tilt up strong. It's such a good confirm. Please do it.
Yeah, it's honestly so dumb, the fact that you have like a guaranteed kill confirm at 90.
It's a
I
guaranteed
say you
kill.
like I'm not one of you.
It's also like you can do it on any DI unless you like hit them at the very tip of down tilt, and then they can't DI hard out and you can't DACus to them. But that's such a specific situation. Well, that was an interesting option. I feel like Defalis sometimes could be choosing better options in those kinds of situations, but then he just doesn't, and even though he gets the stock, he could be doing it slightly better. Okay, he doesn't have his double jump now, but oh, that's such a fortunate situation for Defalis. I guess the oh wow.
Oh, I was just thinking, like, he's obviously he's such a clean player when he like gets what he wants going, but like if you're the more studious rando, occasionally Defilis feels like you found him like fighting raccoons at the bottom of a trash can, just going for absolute just like rago options.
That up, it worked though. The up air worked. Oh, that's extreme death, ultra death, as we sometimes like to call it, and here in the commentary community. That's a lie, but nice stack, not a DACus. Oh, you don't want to be dying F tilt. That can actually, at some percents, you can on certain characters, you can get F tilt into up smash as a confirm, and Crag is one of those characters, because you know, you actually, fun fact, Rano can confirm every single one of his tilts into up strong. I'm pretty sure there's a way to confirm every one of his aerials into up strong, in fact, as well.
That is dope. This character is great.
He's very cool.
And we're up 2-0 for Defilis here.
Yeah.
But I was not expecting, especially after we came off of like such a hotly contested game 5 for our loser side. I was not expecting to swing back into winners and it be such a short stay.
Yeah, Cooling kind of just getting a bit dunked here, dunked into the ground.
Well, if he's not able to change things up, we'll be finding out how his run back with Woodpug is going to be going in losers finals.
Yeah.
But he's going to be trying to avoid that fate by sending us to Tower of Heaven for our game 3, which we'll be finding out in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Again, I feel like this isn't the good counter pick. It's Defilis. The thing about with Defilis is you need to understand that he likes Tower of Heaven a lot. He will always counter pick you to Tower of Heaven, even if he just lost on it. He just loves the stage that much.
And clearly the loyalty is showing off as only 21% on him as he takes the first stock.
Yeah, very nice play from Defilis. He's able to get those confirms. I feel like the kind of like Nair fair is something I've did, and again, Defilis learning clearly from the greats. No, I will not be. I am not.
I did see him misinput. I did see him misinput the down air, but for some reason it just felt like the right option. When you're feeling yourself, you're gonna go for the aerial that really doesn't have many uses, and you're seeing the DI in on the forward tilt even, gonna confirm into the upper.
Yeah, very high percent here, and this is kind of where Rano can struggle in this matchup, finding this kill on Crag, because like the only option he can really kind of just throw it and like he knows he's gonna kill is DACus, but the Crag, you know, you can't just play around that sometimes. But he does get that nice confirm from the Neils into that fair ceiling at the start.
Yeah, and Curling definitely maybe taking a second to question why he didn't at least try the Sylvanas for this game.
Yeah, he's like, maybe I should have played my bottom 3 character instead of my bottom 1 character.
Yeah, especially if you're gonna take Defilis 2 as number 1 stage.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh,
gonna meet him with a super jump.
The The thing is,
Oh
don't.
no.
That's it. Gets it because
no.
it was powered the strong. He gets the extended power stun. He can add a bit of flair to that. Down strong and gets the kill. Game 3-0 going to the Web to Phallus, setting him pretty solidly into grand finals.
Yeah, well, on the back of a 3-star, definitely some energy in that down strong for sure. But hopefully Colin got a little bit of time to dust off a little bit, catch his jaw, pick it off of the floor. As he's going to be getting the run back with Woodpug and giving him his what, 4th straight crag in a row?
Yep. Well, again, might not see the crag.
I mean, that is true. I mean, the crag definitely did look like it was given a one-way ticket straight back to the pocket.
Yeah. So if he pulls it out, then I guess it's just proof that he was trying to do something.
Alright.
I thought I had these prepared, but apparently I didn't, so I'm gonna have to download these real quick.
That's okay, I'm doing the same.
Oh,
to
nice.
the surprise of no one.
Yeah, but like I should be ahead of this because I also have to, edit the overlay stuff.
That's fair. I've actually, like, as much as I could stockpile on them, because I closed the bracket pretty early on, I've actually been treated to not knowing what's coming up. Even as much as replays will give away, like, the length of certain games.
Yeah, you can kind of tell
things
if
like
things
that.
are a stump or not. My favorite thing is being spoiled on how sets have been going by the kilobyte count on the file sizes. Actually,
I haven't even considered that.
We're seeing something extremely interesting here. We're not seeing a crag. We're going to be seeing a force burn on the side of Kulink.
Interesting. Definitely had a bust up with Sylvanos in the weeks off. I'm surprised that the force burn is the go-to pick, not a character we're more familiar with seeing.
Yeah, again, as we mentioned, the force burn is an extremely uncommon character, and I'd say in most regions, but especially in Europe. Like the best force burns, Pints and Vic. Well, besides, of course, people like Slime, who could play, but he can play every character, so we don't really count him as like a main, unless it's something specific like Maple, where he's like especially known.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be seeing this force burn coming out on the side of Kulink. Extremely hard character. We're actually gonna, yeah, I just realized this is the match of the two brothers.
It is indeed, and at the very least, Woodpug is now finally being able to play Rivals of Aether instead of Rivals of Bully Crag.
Rivals of Edgeguard and combo.
This, maybe his last set in bracket, or maybe just another stepping stone as he tries to go fight Defiler. So I don't think he hasn't.
I think they've had some set history.
Yeah, it's much more succinct.
I think they've had some history, and I think it's gone the way of Defilos. Again, those kind of older school players have kind of been the barrier for Woodpug. He's not been able to kind of deal with them. But it's going to be interesting. But he has to fight to that position first. We're seeing this untested waters on the side of Kulink bring out this Force Burn. I'm about to see how it goes. Game 1, we're going to be going to Tower of Heaven.
Alright. So maybe the last game was just a warm-up for losers.
Yeah.
He was mentally ready, preparing for Woodpug, and we're going to find out how that preparation went in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so the Woodpug special of run in behind a fireball and see what happens.
Yeah,
it has led to 55 and counting. So not the start that Kolink wanted, I'm sure.
I'm surprised, apart from that one time that you saw, not Kolink, the other one, the other Crag. Which one? Hammy. Hammy, dude, no one's kind of
Don't square.
No, it's Hammy.
Wait, was it Hammy or was it Don't Square?
Hammy was the one that could just dash forward and parry it.
Okay.
So that's what I think a lot of people. You really do need to respect the round start from Zetterburn, because fireballs just can really disrupt anything else you're doing. But also, you can also do that with Zetterburn, which kills people very hard. People die. And he's kind of showing that he doesn't want Kulink to live, but he does tech that.
Yeah, I know that the first E-Rocks that Woodpug entered, he lost to a Sylvanas, and maybe, you know, he knows that Curling does actually play the character, and he's just once again bringing the character-specific vengeance onto someone who's just trying to play the game.
I feel like Sylvanas is like weirdly common in Europe, but not like among top players. I think against like the kind of mid to high level players, like the guys who kind of just like finish a couple, like 1 or 2 places outside of like the big spots. So you see them in like outside of top 8 of like weeklies, or outside of like top 16 for the RCSs. But Wubbook showing he just doesn't care. He just wants to kill people with his fiery fists.
Yeah, he's definitely taken the time off whilst waiting for Winners Finals to happen, to just continue just pumping adrenaline directly into the veins.
Directly into his fire paws.
Yeah, he's ready. It has not cooled off even a little bit.
And
as the counterpick goes over to Rockwall.
Again, a very interesting counterpick to do if you're the one who just lost the set. Not the set, the game.
Yeah.
But then also a set for the side of Kulak.
Was that a 3-stock? Or did we get a stock taken?
I think it was a 3-stock.
He went off of getting 3-stocked into going to... This must be some new age meta that we're clearly just not... We missed the memo on it.
I've done that. I have done the Rockwell counterpick, and it's worked out tremendously for me. But that's like, I usually don't do. I wouldn't recommend it, especially if you're getting like 3-stocked or like 2-stocked, and they're under like 10%. Because that's just so much momentum.
Yeah, no, Rockwall is my tilt counterpick.
Yeah. All right, we'll be starting on the Rockwall. Going in 3, 2, 1, go. One thing I want to know is why is Coolant got... Remember, yeah, he kind of got the Crag beat out of him by Defilis, but he was very solid in that Crag against Woodpug. Do you think he really, just from that alone, lost all his faith in the character?
Maybe. I mean, there's also the fact that it was earlier on in bracket, and maybe in a mixture of having less faith in the Crag now that Defilis escorted it to the pocket, the fact that maybe Woodpug has had to play 3 consecutive Crags might just make him more comfortable with the matchup and maybe trying to avoid that situation.
Yeah, we do see here that Cooling has done a bit of a lot of a better start, in fact, than the first game. It's pretty even here, with a slight lead on the side of Woodbug, but to be honest, either of them can really kill off of any good strong hit. See here, Bear doesn't kill yet. And again, people are just kind of letting Woodpug land on for free, but that Bear landing like does get caught out by Woodpug. Very nice patience there. Sometimes you do.
Yeah,
sometimes you need to really show, like, even if you're an aggressive player, you need to show these bouts of patience, just to let people do what they think. Like, the thing is, people, like, the classic EU example, another shines Edinburgh, in fact, is Sir Frogsy. He was an extremely aggressive combo-heavy player, but he just waited a lot, and was able to find really good opportunities to get opportunities, just like that. And we see there, Woodpug having a very solid lead now.
Yeah, the first stock was actually looking a lot closer. Even though it didn't go Colink's way, it was still looking more convincing than game 1. But Woodpug's definitely just he's finding opportunities, and he's willing to roll the dice. He clearly has also very good RNG. Definitely consider paying this man to boost your D&D games, especially when he can also make the opponent just roll 1s at will.
Yeah, that is definitely he didn't
quick end to game 2.
That end check did not go well for on the side of Kodak. Clearly, like they did not.
It's like, I rolled a 1. Is that bad?
Yeah, the chest was a mimic, and also half your face is eaten.
It's like, you have died. It's like, dang. All right, so game 3 now gonna be the choose your own adventure that Colink has opted into with a 2-0 deficit against an on fire Woodpug.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see, is this gonna be the end of his bracket run, dropping to 1st and 2nd, or is he gonna begin? Is this just the start of his tragic backstory into the epic anime comeback that I'm sure he desperately needs?
Desperately.
Right, we'll find out either way in 3, 2, 1, go.
I, for one, would not want to get double for you to be eliminated out of a tournament.
Yeah, definitely not a feels good moment.
Yeah.
What's worse is just losing to first and second for fifth though. The Muta King special.
Yikes, that's definitely not something you want to do.
Is this the champion falls button skin?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I
Dan, why is it so bright?
the thing is, like, I like the champion skin, except for Rano's. I feel like Rano got the short end of the stick for that. I feel like he continued.
I don't mind Rano's one.
I don't like.
Yeah,
it.
I don't like his rank skin though. His
rank
rank skin is.
I feel like Rano just kind of gets shafted in general for a lot of his special skins. Like, I don't like the thing is Tuxedo Rano is the definitively best version of Rano because you have an extra hitbox. Yeah, the thing is, like, having any extra hitbox is something that matters. Which is also why Burrito Crag is objectively the worst skin, or any skin that changes Crag's taunt.
But there's something about just saying, now you've made me hungry, and then counterpicking Burrito Crag that will never not get old for me.
Yeah, but I really do wish that... there's some... have you seen the mod for the Galaxy Rano, in fact? That was really the one they made. It's a very good skin. It's made by Douglas B, the guy who also did the Black Knight Shovel Knight skin.
Okay.
And it like changes Rano's like a lot of effects for him. It changes his like kind of poison necklace into a bunch of planets. It changes his bubble into a black hole and changes his darts into like asteroids. It's really interesting, and it actually works with like any skin. Like it's not like a Face is like a custom skin. It works with custom skins is what I mean. So like.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's a really cool thing. Yeah,
honestly, just the way that Dan and that have set up, just like the ability to do like skin edits and stuff like that. And once again, we're seeing just the natural int one rearing its ugly head off stage.
Yeah, clearly.
Also, definitely a character that you need to spec into the int stat.
What was that upbeat? That was the most bizarre teleport I've ever seen.
I don't know.
Oh,
wait,
okay,
that down smash actually nearly hit.
It wouldn't if he released it a second earlier. But Woodpug saw that and immediately got out of dodge. And that just led to... But now we have a bit of issue here. Okay, I think Cooling might have like lost like his faith or like his touch. You kind of see the drives kind of gone. With those kinds of options and then,
yeah.
Like, he's not moving nearly as clean, he's kind of throwing out really options whenever he feels even slightly threatened. It's not what you want to do.
Yeah. And we're probably just making sure to make sure he doesn't throw away the lead that he has, and it's just trying to clean things up before the bleeding gets a little bit too much.
Yeah, Dare,
that's it.
250 doesn't take it. But it, okay.
Alright. Alright, you know what? End it on your own terms. I respect it, Curling.
He just wanted Woodpug gone. He did not want to see him again.
You know, if you think about it, if you do some cool editing, you throw some letterboxes on that clip. You throw some letterboxes on that clip so you can't see, you know, the game count.
Yeah, well, it was
the stop count.
All you saw is game and set. So like, all you saw is a game ending after the dare.
Yeah, and you know that he's figured out the optimal way to get 3-0'd out of bracket. You got to take the cool clip that you can post with no context in a combo video in 3 months.
Just ignore the fact that it also says that he was at 215%.
Yeah, you know, he was just he was fishing for the kill setup for far too long. That's clearly what happens.
Yeah.
We got stuff to co-link anyway, dropping out at 3rd place, only losing to 1st and 2nd. No one else was able to touch him on the Crag that honestly did look very, very good.
Yeah, now we're going to be moving into Grand Finals.
Alright. So, two people that have definitely been a joy to watch so far. Definitely capable of pushing a lot of buttons. It'll be interesting to see how the sort of hybrid offense-defense style that Defilers has goes against the all-offense style of Woodpug.
Remember here, this was our 1 and 2 seeds. So while there was the upset of Koolink beating Woodpug earlier on, it's kind of he's rectified that. He's changed what was wrong into what's right now. and we're going to be seeing this the grand finals as it's truly meant to be, apparently, according to my seating, and my seating is clearly, as we see, perfect.
Yes.
Okay, it literally was. I just looked at bracket, and it literally did all go to seating. I'm so cool.
Yeah, top tier TO. You know what other events you think you'd be TOing in the future for
Show up
this little
and
pixelated?
prove yourself. Please enter it. It's cool.
I cannot. I am banned.
I was going to reduce it, increase it to 500 hours, but honestly, I think I should have just done it without asking, because now I have no. I literally can't now, because I've put it to the vote, and so far the vote is strongly on keeping it 250. So it's like,
Yes,
oh well.
I also was part of the 250 crowd.
Damn, I can't believe you don't want to be destroyed by Woodpug.
No, I can just keep letting him win stuff and keep flexing my positive win set count on him, and not entering brackets, so it will never change.
Alright. We're going on to grand finals here. Defalis was Woodpug. Defalis on the winner side on the Rano. Woodpug on the loser side on the Zedderburn. Game 1, Merchant Port, video gaming, great words. Let's start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so only one needle built. Obviously, Defilas doesn't have nearly as much time to get set up when Woodpug is running full tilt to him, but he may want to consider backing off because he has no jump.
Yeah, and we see here, this is the first time since I said about don't swear that we've seen Woodpug kind of really get strongly edgeguarded, but he does get back on. Of course, Rano is like, this is the thing. Back in the day, whenever like Rano first came out, people thought this was an undoable matchup for Zedderburn. This was like during the time when everyone thought Zedderburn was like bottom 3 character. Like all the good reps of like either weren't doing as well besides LBO or had switched off him. And you just saw like the people thought all of the DLC was just killing the character. But as from the wise words of my favorite Zedderburn besides Fire IC, Sino, Zedderburn beats Rano. So things have changed, and it's yeah, he legitimately believes that Zedderburn beat Rano. And like to be fair, on some of the tournaments he was able to play, Sino was proving it. He beat players like here at the top of the Rano, like DRB, and I'm pretty sure he did very well against DOS Rogers. But Sino doesn't really play as much anymore, and I don't think he gets anywhere near he's not kind of fallen behind in terms of results. But someone who is not is clearly Defilas, who is kind of destroying people.
Yeah, Woodpug actually just took like 30% to different tempo nairs.
Yeah. Those nairs are scary. Nair is extremely scary. The thing is, like, you don't realize how ridiculous Nair is until you compare it to like Smash Bros. Nairs of like similar varieties, and you realize that like Rano Nair for some reason just has like an extra 10 seconds of how long it lasts.
Yeah, it's kind of like got the like the melee Link Nair where it just lasts for forever.
Yeah, for some reason it just lasts. Like Nair just lasts for his entire not the entire animation, but the entire move. So like even during what is animated as end, like it's still active, and it's really dumb.
Yeah, as a programmer, that's one of those things that I look at that as like, yeah, this game was made in like this game was made in 3 months.
It literally was though. Oh, that was an SD. But unlike that, Rano Nair is still incredibly long-lasting.
All right, so a quick game 1, but we're going to be running it back to Woodpugville.
Yeah, that's a good term for it.
All right, so our game 2, see if Woodpug can even up the score and not let the Defilas train leave the station without him. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Also, before we start, I just want to say something extremely funny. Is Defilas was not seeded for our OCS yesterday. Yeah, and because of that, he fought me round 2.
Ah. Dang.
But the thing is also what happened is his first opponent in round 1 was someone from Austria, and there was like a really bad connection between the two apparently. So what happened is they ended up taking 30 minutes to do a set because the guy wanted to do a ping test with Oily. But the thing is, when you're doing a ping test with someone from the Netherlands, you're going to have good connection because A, the Netherlands is in the middle of Europe, and B, Netherlands is insanely good internet.
Yeah, man, EU really, like UK really do be struggling.
Yeah, well, so to be Austria, to be fair.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so Defalis, I think he got 17th overall, which is like not bad, but like you know, I feel like he could have been seeded higher. Did you
Yeah,
know
it's a
that?
shame as well playing you, because considering that there's now actual documented like weeklies of you guys playing each other and should be seated away from each other where
Yeah.
possible.
I was gonna bring that up, but honestly, I think the thing is, it was worse at the start because my round one was initially against a Swords play, in fact, who is a near top 15 player. And I was like, hold on here, there's something wrong in this situation. So I got that sorted out at least, but I did not get the situation with the Palace getting seeded properly.
Well, hopefully with results like this,
Yeah.
maybe for the next EU Rocks,
Yeah, the last one, in
we
fact.
may be
remember?
seeing some changes.
Yeah.
That is true, but the next season,
Yeah, for the next season. Do you think there'll be a second? Like, the thing is, it ends in July, so what do we do now? Like, tournaments aren't going to be back until 2021. Do we do, like, a second ROCS season?
yeah, I guess you could do one, not with like a flight planned out, but
But just,
maybe
like-
something that's specific.
Yeah, and remember, that'll be when I think, honestly, I think the reason they're ending it here is they don't want to do it until the definitive edition comes out, and then they can do something big with that.
Yeah, they did actually say that this is the last Steam sale before definitive.
Yeah.
So that just means like, if you Google when like the next Steam sale is rumored to be, we at least have like an end game for.
Yeah. To be fair, the Atlas has said summer ends in mid-September, so the latest is going to be as mid-September.
I would argue that summer it ends before September, but
That's how the world.
I don't work it down for an ACL LTD.
LTD. It's LLC. That LTD's English.
Yeah, you're right.
They're an
Ugh.
American company.
Wait, isn't Dan Canadian?
No, he's from Seattle.
All right, ignore me then.
He's
I don't know.
like-
The man plays hockey. That just immediately, as far as I'm concerned, just like
I mean,
ejects him from the US.
Hockey's cool. I watch hockey.
Hockey is cool.
Yeah.
Hockey is cool.
I
But
don't
however, that does not strike me as an American sport. That is a Canadian
It's
sport.
it's like the third most popular sport. No, it's the fourth. That's I'm pretty sure the order goes American football, baseball, basketball, ice hockey, and then football.
Real football.
Yeah, not your fake football that doesn't actually use your feet.
Except for that one field goal.
That definitely justifies it though. Whatever. We're not talking about that. We're talking about grand finals. Defilas, one game away from winning the entire tournament. We'll see how it goes. Merge report again. Woodpug, please pick another stage. 3, 2, 1, go.
In fairness to him, though, his other stage choice probably would be Tower of Heaven. And,
Defilas is like, yes, please. No, there's like, what do you mean actually? There's 14 stages in this game. And there's only 3 bands. He just dash attacked him 5 times in a row.
You know, if you're gonna keep holding in, I'm gonna keep cashing out.
Yeah, he literally just kept holding into dash attack about 10 times. Defilas, please.
Yeah, you know, maybe he was like, I wonder if this game has rage.
Maybe I'll get my my feral kill earlier. Oh, nice. Whippo getting the lead, a solid lead for the first time, but depends on how Defilas gets this. The thing is, you have to realize, yeah, Defilas gets his kills 2 ways: edge guards and parry down smash.
I mean, it does look cool.
Yeah, but it's also worse than Orkin up smash in every way.
Yeah, but Volcane isn't as cool as Rana.
That is true. You're not wrong with that. We see here.
He is a pacifist who does that.
He's a pacifist that he's trying to end it as quickly as he can. That's why he's a pacifist.
Exactly. No suffering here.
No suffering, just quick and easy. Smiley face. Oh, very nice sequence there, but he does lose it, I think. But nice, gets that up strong, and we could be seeing here a game going on the side of Woodpug. And you know he desperately needs that.
Yes.
He has to win
the
3 games.
first of many.
Yeah, he has to win 3 games in a row to even just, you know, get the chance of winning the tournament. Double Double jump, nice angle,
Alright.
goes straight ahead and goes into him, hits.
Alright, so this is what he needs. is giving him the homie DI. It's like, yo, go again. Go again, do it.
The thing is, I feel like if that was Fire AC, he would have killed off that hit. Off the DI Defilis was doing. See, back air doesn't, barely lives that. Gets the tongue.
Yeah, nice punish.
And the fair takes that. Let's see.
Yeah, definitely. He's not letting Woodpug do it for free. We've seen a lot of people let Woodpug combat roll onto stage and, you know, punished with a pretty useful tool.
Ooh, barely doesn't kill, even without the fire. I'd say next one, even with or without, will kill. So Defilis going to be very safe here. He wants to, you know, not let drop a game. He has dropped. If that was Fire AC, he would have won. That is a very correct statement.
That's very true. You can actually see that Woodpug recognizes that just a single parry could also be what he needs here, but he needs to not be off stage without a jump, without an air dodge. He still has no resources.
And he's dead.
And he has no stock. So Defilis able to finish with a pretty clean sheet there for Grand Finals. We saw straight 3-0s for all of top 3.
Yeah. I'd say, yeah, the thing is that there were some 3-0s earlier, such as both the losers top 8 matches and Don't Swear 3-0ing several B. But I'd say it was a varied results aside from that. But
yeah, it's fun to be back watching the UK as all the changes happen, just improvements to everyone's play. But yeah, what was your main takeaway from tonight, you think?
People please edgeguard Zetterburn better. You guys are dropping your edgeguards and you're just letting Woodpug come on with 6 flips for free. What was your takeaway from the tournament?
The 2 ran open. As much as Woodpug on Merchant Port is a meme, I don't think I've ever been more scared for someone else's safety than going to Tower of Heaven versus Defilis. I think that is my new Woodpug on Merchant Port.
Hey, I beat him on it all the time, and he still counterpicks me to there.
Like sometimes you just gotta lose with a smile on your face. I counterpick you everywhere, and I still lose.
Maybe you should just win instead, you know?
And you know what? Yeah, that was what was missing from my game plan. I should try that.
Yeah, I'd agree. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. It's been a fun stream. Hopefully someone else will stream it because next week I am going to enter. And I would, if I'll stream it, yeah, but I'm probably not going to commentate because commentating your own sets is really dumb. And I've had to do it before. So,
well, I think I'm around. I'll let the admins know, but I should be around, and I'll just be able to. Hopefully be able to do the handover faster, like I've done in previous weeks.
Yeah.
So I should be able to solo cast it, or if Slime decides to arrive from Honorary Wales to co-cast.
Or Zaki. You could probably get Zaki because he's a really good commentator.
That is true. Zaki's usually competing, which is.
He hasn't competed. No, I don't know. He hasn't competed in them for ages. I think like.
Okay, well at least the early ones.
Yeah, as soon as like the merge happened, he was competing a lot, but he hasn't competed recently.
Yeah, all right.
Anyway.
So yeah, we have options.
Yeah, we have our options, and we can probably fish in someone else if we really need to. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I am probably going to pass out now, kind of exhaustion from having to commentate for 3 hours straight. It's a lot easier playing. A lot easier. Anyway, thank you everyone, and I'll see you guys. I've been, of course, I've been Winter. You can follow me on Twitter at KagiaWinter, or you can follow me on Twitch at KumpfWinter. I should probably change them, but please, that requires winter streams to be available for Twitch, and it really isn't, and it's just sad. And you also follow Elixir at KNT Elixir, and also on his Twitch, which is fill in your Twitch.
Same
thing. Yes. Imagine having brand consistency. Couldn't be me.
Yeah, I had to. The only thing, like the YouTube URL, is I made a mistake when I was a child. Did not think that I would be fully rebranding, and here I am. It's the only one that's not right. Upsets me greatly.
Anyway, thank you.
I'm KNT Elixir and everything.
Thank
you everyone for tuning in. Thank you Winter for running the stream, for getting the casting all sorted, and thank you UK for always just entertaining us with varied gameplay and Crag.
A lot of crag. Thank you everyone, and we'll see you next week for Great British Beatdown 12. Bye.